Onanuga, Special Advisor on Information and Strategy to President Bola Tinubu, has alleged that supporters of Peter Obi are behind the proposed nationwide protest. Obi was a presidential candidate of the Labour Party in the 2023 election. There have been reports that youths are planning a nationwide protest between August 1 and 15 against the rising cost of living and economic hardship in the country. The presidential aide claimed that the organizers are the same individuals who hijacked the EndSARS protest of 2020. Onanuga wrote, revealed, Peter Obi supporters are the people planning mayhem in Nigeria. Obi should be held responsible for anarchy. They are the people spreading the hashtags End Bad Governance, Tinubu Must Go, and Revolution 2024. They are not Democrats, but anarchists. They are attempting to call out our people via propaganda because their messiah, Peter Obi, failed to win the presidency in the 2023 election. As bad losers, they don't have the patience to wait for another election in 2027. They would rather destabilize Nigeria by staging a civilian coup against President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Joining us now on the show is Professor Chris Nwokobia, convener of Country First Movement. Good morning, Professor, and welcome to the morning show.
Good morning, Ayo. It's my pleasure to be here.
All right, let's go straight in. I just gave that, I gave a lengthy read of one of the tweets by presidential special advisor to the President on Information and Strategy, Chief Bayo Onanuga, who's used some very interesting words, anarchists, social or civilian coup. He said that the hashtag and perhaps the movement is being driven or spearheaded by Mr. Peter Obi of the Labour Party. Is there merit to what he's tweeted?
There's absolutely no truth to it. And let me start by saying that oftentimes when those who speak for Mr. President do, they forget that they must be keen on doing great service, not only to the presidency, not only to Mr. President, but to the nation. I have always said that truth is the pristine street in the city called brotherhood. There is absolutely no truth in what my boy Bayo Onanuga had written. And let me also say that opposition is the pristine boulevard in the city called patriotism. You cannot expect to have a country without critical opposition. And Ayo, wonder about this, and this is for the viewers to ponder. Peter Obi allegedly lost an election last February. He did not call the people out to protest. Through the period of the judicial process, he did not call the people out to protest. It's a year and months after that he would sit back to ask the people to protest. There's something even the greatest critic of Peter Gregory Obi would say. He's a man of peace. He loves due process. And at some point, you can bear me witness, I called him out about certain issues. And I said he was allowing so many things to go wrong, even at the level of the party, because he wants peace and due process. And that same Peter Gregory Obi is one Bayo Onanuga is trying to rope in a process that is absolutely within the purview of the Gen Z generation. And let me show you something. If there's anybody stoking the fire or stoking the embers of conflict and crisis, it is Bayo Onanuga. When you use words like you noted, anarchy, when you use words like overawing words that overawe the system, when you use words like planning mayhem, when the young people are talking about peaceful protestation, then there's something that we must be wary about. And that's why I want to say clearly that Mr. President must understand that those who truly love him are those who are critical of his watch. I know that the Holy Book says that open rebuke is better than strict love. Those who truly love him are those who are critical about how his watch is going. Those who are sycophants, who pat his back when things are going wrong, are the haters of not only the president, haters of the presidency, and haters of our country. When I read through what Bayo Onanuga wrote, I wondered how much hate he has for Mr. President and not love. Because you are, don't forget, and I say without fear of querulous critics, that the cliche, when a man is down, he needs fear no fall, is true. And if Bayo Onanuga understands this reality and understands what this Gen Z generation is facing, if he understands this reality and understands that when you go to the market, you need 10,000 Naira to buy an average tuber of yam, when he understands that this Gen Z generation are aware of what goes on around government, that over $100 million was spent in purchase of a presidential aircraft when connecting roads to the farms and the villages are not well and are not good. When you understand the fact that they are out of school and they are through with youth service and there's no job. When you understand the fact that the Nigerian hoi polloi is buffeted, traumatized, tyrannized, and harangued by hunger, poverty, disease, and despondency. When you understand that the shortage of food and the spiraling rate of inflation affects everybody. When you understand that hunger, disease, and despondency is beyond ethnicity. When you understand that the challenge facing the Nigerian people is beyond partisanship, he would write nicely and seek to create a better environment for negotiation and perhaps dialogue with those who are aggrieved.
Chief Dele Mamadou, you have also inferred in that your open letter that it doesn't look like you believe in those people around the president. You have inferred in your letter that perhaps they are not telling the president the truth and they are not advising him well. Are you saying that the president does not have competent hands in his cabinet to deal with the economic situation in the country? Or what exactly are you saying in straight terms?
I am someone who believes in star-studded cabinets. If you ask me today, President Ibrahim Babangida, minus the June 12 annulment, he had one of the best cabinets in Nigeria, and he tried his best. Obasanjo, Baba, also tried his best to assemble the best. Today, and God is my witness, today, if you ask me to name 10 ministers in Tinubu's cabinet and to tell you what they did or did not do before they were appointed, I will struggle. That is the truth. And ask an average person. And I don't consider myself average not to. Look, what we have today is that someone transferred the Lagos template to Abuja. And that's why we're failing. Nigeria parades some of the greatest human beings on planet Earth. I've traveled a bit. There is nowhere up to Australia that I did not meet Nigerians doing great things. Where are those people? In today's Nigeria, is either you are the son of, the daughter of. Nigeria cannot continue to operate on the basis of compensation. I must compensate my friend. I must compensate my former schoolmate. No. Nigeria right now is playing World Cup and you are picking weak players. No, we can't do that. And that's why I wrote that letter. A lot of the people around there now, their lives totally depend on Tinubu. They cannot tell him the truth. I know what a lot of them say behind when they see us that, we can't talk, if we talk, that is the truth. And I'm one of the people he knows. Right from when we were in exile, when he was governor for 8 years, I would tell him, I will write letters. And I'm a letter writer anyway. I write letters all the time. I wrote to President Obasanjo, I wrote to Buhari, I wrote to all of them, Jonathan. And that is why I'm also writing to a man that I know we've come way back. If he's watching, he knows I always tell him.
Chief Mamadou, you have proffered some solutions just before when you're premising your stance about what his government is doing. And for me, the conversation is not about political party right now. It's about our nation, because we are in some kind of doldrum. And either we like it or not, we need a way forward. If there is one thing that this president needs to do right now to really get this nation working, because we are the giant of Africa, we cannot be behaving like dwarfs and behaving as though we do not have the capacity in our potential as a people. If he is to make any decision that will have a drastic difference in our nation today, what would that be?
Kill this profligacy. That is number one. The economy, no matter what you do, continue to borrow money to fund lifestyle. Nigeria will continue to fail. So the president must make that personal choice and personal sacrifice by calling his people to order and making himself a scapegoat. If I were in his shoes, that's the first thing I will do to make sure. Look at this issue of presidential jet. People shouted against it, they didn't listen. Yacht, people shouted against it, they didn't listen. Building of houses for Mr. President or Vice President, they did not listen. So how do you dare expect people to follow you in good conscience? They said the man on whose behalf you are fasting should not be seen eating lunch. That's the way the Yoruba say it. So you want Nigerians to fast, and because of you to succeed, and yet the biggest beneficiary of that success, people are seeing you enjoying life. You are not even ready to compromise your own personal lifestyle. Then people are not going to follow you. The key element of leadership is trust. Once people trust you, when the disciples of Jesus trusted him, he told them to come. You will float on water. They will believe him because they can see him himself floating. So it shouldn't be a case of do as I say and not as I do. And that is why I am saying in that letter that the greatest thing you can do for Nigeria is to make that personal sacrifice. Sell off all this presidential jet. Before you became president, God bless you, you had your own private jet. You can go back to it. If your entourage needs to come with you, call Air Peace or any airline that has good planes in Nigeria, and they will supply. You will pay. The money remains in Nigeria. That's the way it should be done. So if the Pope is going somewhere now...
There are those who will say, okay, there are those who will say, show me one country that does that, where their leader fly private jet. Those who make the assertion or the debate that it's is a national security matter. But Chief Dele Momodu, before you... it's over a year now since the Tinubu government got into office, and that you are one of the promoters of the party. You promised Nigerians that your party, under the Bola Tinubu government, will fix Nigerians. And those who are asking, Senator Alin Dume, did you lie to us?
No,
the promise that your party made to us is not being fulfilled. And that's the question I'm asking tonight.
No, I didn't.
Nigerians,
I didn't lie.
On this very program, you made a promise.
No, I'm sure if you will be fair to APC, we are just 1 year old. We are just 1 year old. Tinubu's government is just 1 year old. So if we give him a chance, and I'm sure he's listening to most of these complaints out there, and he is a reactive person. You can see, after we shouted on this issue of hunger, he released 20 trucks of grains to each state. He agreed to raise the minimum wage to 70,000. All these are progress. But because of the severity of the problem we're in, and because of people like you, you still say that nothing has been done. If somebody can achieve even these few things in 1 year, everybody was shouting that the fuel subsidy should go. And that was what triggered this problem. So it's not a single decision. Most Nigerians were asking for it. And I think the best thing is to encourage Mr. President to listen more, to open his doors more, and then to do what he needs to do more, because there is all indication that he is willing, or he should take responsibility for whatever we find ourselves. Unfortunately, globally, there is issue of hunger, there is issue of poverty, and it's global. But then that is not an excuse to out warning. Now we only see the warning to go on strike. We don't know who are the faces. But as I said, that is not it. In my place, we are picking our pieces.
Viewers, let's begin what's trending. The former chief whip of the Senate, Ali Ndume, has called on President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to address the planned nationwide protest over economic hardship using dialogue. Ndume gave the advice on Monday ahead of the planned protest billed for August 1st across the country. Well, according to the lawmaker, talking with the organizers, who are predominantly young people, would help douse the intention and avert the planned
demonstrations?
My fear is, in most cases, looking at what happened during the NSAS, I hope it doesn't get out of hand. And more especially when we cannot identify the leadership. That makes it more difficult because there is a need before strike, even Labour that went on strike severally. They normally issue out warning. Now we only see the warning to go on strike, and we don't know who are the faces.
All right, Ali Ndume here is saying we don't know who are the faces. I missed your conversation earlier, but I know we discussed this, the presidency attacking the supporters of Peter Obi, saying that they are the ones behind this nationwide protest, which, you know, there are a lot of reasons to condemn a mass protest, because obviously what happened during the NSAS was not good. But, you know, his comment aligns also with that of the Nigeria Labour Congress. The NLC, in a statement on Monday, appealed to President Tinubu to dialogue with the leaders of the planned demonstration, saying that Tinubu should invite the leaders of the planned protest and listen to their grievances. I also loved your comment about this podcast. I've never been on Twitter Spaces. I loved that comment earlier. But I think that it is what needs to be done. Yeah. Dialogue. I respect the NLC. I respect Ali Ndume. We need to dialogue, but you cannot blame Nigerians that want to come out to protest. Sure. There is hardship in the land. We have seen a lot of videos. In fact, one of them is a viral video showing, I believe, it was the chairman of the Nigerian Association of Refrigerator and Air Conditioner Practitioners, Jobi Oluwarotomi, lamenting over the half bag of rice reportedly given to him by the federal government to share with more than 300 practitioners in Ondo State. Let's look at that video really quickly.
A few days ago, I was called upon that the state government or federal government or whatever, I don't know which one I can call it, that they are distributing palliative. I should come and receive for my members. I was speechless when I got there. Come and see what I saw. Can you see by yourself? Can you see this is maize? This is maize. Can you see it? Can the whole world see it? And this is rice. I want to tell you that we even paid for this. They collected money to convey this. And this quality you are seeing here is for a member that is almost about 300 practitioners under me in Akure South and Akure North. And I don't know how I will go about this, giving it to them. I just want to appeal to the state government and even the federal government. They should please leave us alone. We don't want all this issue of food palliative to be distributed again. This is cruel. This is purely inhuman. This is wickedness. They should please leave us alone.
I mean, we did take that story where the federal government said that they were going to distribute 20 trucks of rice to the state. I mean, is this what's happening in Ondo State? I believe the governor should this is what we are saying. This is what we were saying that day. We were saying that this should not go to some sort of constituency project and, you know, to these party members. And we are saying this young man here, I mean, we need to investigate that video because it is quite viral. Rufai.
Oji.
Yes.
Why are you surprised? Yeah. You are distributing 20 bags of rice, 20 trucks of rice
1,200
per state.
4,000
per state, yeah.
If you take that fry, 20 trucks of rice to Aja Junction, they will share it in less than 5 minutes. When they did the reports, some people did the calculation. It came down to 1/6 of a paint bucket of rice. People will literally get, when you pack rice in their hand like this, and give it to them. That's what they will get. It's too meager. That's how some people have touted the idea of. Why don't you give them food stamp where they can buy the cheaper price in the markets? Or you can also help them in such a way that you give them the money in their pockets. Because this thing, it will never be up to. There's no how. Are you surprised? When they shared palliative in Lagos, you see the bread, they were sharing bread for people that time. Cutting bread. People were throwing the food away. Yeah. Now what kind of work is, you can't compare to the palliative they share in other parts of the world. It will never be enough. And a lot of that food will be lost to logistics. It will be lost to carry. You heard what he said. They even paid for money to carry the trucks and things like that. So I think a conditional cash transfer, they have everybody's bank details. Alerts, Nigerians like alerts. Even if it's 33K or 44K, bang, bang, in people's account, it will go a long way. You know, with that money, they can go and use to buy mama put, you know, buy small food in the market and, you know, even if it's a meal a day.
I mean,
but it's never going to be enough.
Yeah, right. We're seeing interventions, though. We are seeing that the federal government is making strides to help alleviate this sort of poverty that we're experiencing. You know, in the meantime, the federal government has released 438 billion naira to 34 states and the Federal Capital Territory for the Nigeria Community Action for Resilience and Economic Stimulus Program, NG Cares. The program's development objective is to expand access to livelihood, support and food security services, and grants for poor and vulnerable households. The program is also a results intervention program where states and FCT invest their resources in line with agreed protocols and get reimbursed by the federal government after an independent verification exercise. I would love to, show how much the states are getting, because I think this is also a way that I try to make sure that the federal government, are doing what they're supposed to do for the states. I believe Zamfara earned about 49 billion, Nasarawa 27 billion, Plateau 26 billion, Gombe, 25 billion, Kebbi, 21 billion, and Cross River, 20 billion. I mean, and the list goes on. Femi, quickly on this particular issue of, federal government's intervention and all of that.
Right. To some extent, I think it should be welcomed and should be applauded, because if we're talking about interventions, if you're talking about not wanting people to take to the streets and protest next month, which is just a week away, then there has to be a viable alternative there. So I do think it should be applauded, but I do think that this is now time, it is high time for Nigeria to create a feasible welfare state. It is more than us saying and identifying that there is poverty in the land, there's a cost of living crisis, it's more than palliatives, it's more than this disbursement of money. It has to be a strategic and long-term attachment towards making sure that people's financial needs are met. So I do agree with you. Some form of a welfare payment, whether it's weekly or monthly, will go a long way in addressing this type of problem.
We see that in developing countries as well. Yes, we have it in America. It's Brazil, called food stamps.
Even in social security. In the UK, exactly. You get vouchers and the like.
So NG Cares is actually
it's a World Bank supported intervention and it is the credit portfolio.
Yes, and it's the loan that's come after COVID-19. So the excess of it, and it's it. And that's why I asked the question earlier as to, we should also ask states questions, because truthfully, as part of interventions, the federal government has released some funds to the state governments to be able to meet the needs of the people. Even though I'm still of the opinion that it should still be trickled down to the local governments, because they're the ones who are closest in touch with the people. One of the things is CNG buses as well. Federal government gave state government money for CNG, to promote CNG buses and conversion. What has happened to the money? Because people need to start asking those questions. It's great to see these numbers. It's great to see some states, if we have given accounts as to what they did. It was different projects across different states. What have they done with the money? If people are not feeling the impact, even if we keep announcing these billions of naira, they will still protest, because it's not about the announcement on TV or the press releases. Is it getting to my stomach? Is it getting to my table? And you saw the Ondo State man talk about the fact that, look at the rice. So if you're releasing all this amount of money and what is getting to my pocket is one handful of rice, of course I'm still going to protest. It's a drop in the ocean. So that's what the challenge is. Let us probe. We see these huge amounts of money being announced. What were those amounts used for? Who is responsible, and why are the people not feeling the impact?
Absolutely. Dialogue and interventions are great to avoid this protest.
All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to every one of you, my people. I appreciate every one of you. It's good to be back here again. Thank you very much for your time with us. Today is Tuesday, 23rd of July, 2024. We are still here talking about the things that's affecting you and I, or rather, deliberating on the state of the nation. I appreciate you all, my people. As you're just joining us right now, please do your part by pressing on the like button. Help us to share. Let our voices go far. We are here every day, continuing from where we stopped the previous day. As you know, as we speak, we still don't have any good thing or good news to talk about when it comes to our country. I'm keeping my fingers crossed or being hopeful that somehow, someday, we will come on air like this for straight 1 week or 2 weeks and be celebrating the good things about our country. But when? I don't know. Thank you very much, my people. I appreciate every one of you. Mother of all Mommy Diaspora, good evening to you, Mommy. Thank you very much for all you do. I appreciate you always. Thank you very much, everyone right there. Abu Azi, thank you, sir, for all you do. I appreciate you always. Thank you very much, Mone Ferreira. Good evening to you, sir. I appreciate you. Madam Obi Ashoko, good evening to you, Matt. I appreciate you, Ajio Deborah. Thank you very much, Maurice. Thank you, Kingsley Ogeraki. Thank you, BTV Nigeria. I can see right there as well. John, thank you. I appreciate every one of you. Alex, Day, but it's good to hear from you. It's been a while. Thanks for joining us today. Didier Anthony, thank you very much. Good evening, my wonderful people. Peggy Modi, thank you very much. I appreciate you all, my people. Yes, I want us to move on right now because I have a couple of articles to present so that we can take it from here. Guys, do your part by pressing on the like button. It's very, very important. Sometimes we talk about this like button all the time. Some people is not even taking it as a normal monologue or a normal chorus that we say every day. You know, we are saying it for a purpose. We are saying it for real, for realism. We are not just saying it because we just want to talk. Always, immediately you come in like this, always press on the like button so that our voices can go far. All right, my articles is not much today, so don't worry. I only have 3 articles so that we can start talking. But before that, I'm going to post out a link down for those of you that want to join the panel today. Please click on it and join us here. As you can see, the title, the only title that we brought out is Peter Obi, you know, sue Onanuga for 5 billion naira and gave him 72 hours to apologize. You know, we are waiting. Will these kind of people apologize to Peter Obi? That's what I don't know. And apart from that, if you are suing Onanuga, these are the people that is in power right now. Which court or judgment or judge that will judge this for Peter Obi to win the case? I don't know. Is it the same judge, the same court, or whatever? I don't know. So there are so many questions that we need to ask ourselves, you know, but Peter Obi have done the right thing because in a normal working country, this is the best step to take rather than coming on air to start insulting each other's. This is a professional approach, but will our judiciary allow this to work? Is a question that I'm asking. So I'd like us to quickly take this one right here, show you the suit. Let me put it on the screen. As you can see right there, there you go. Yes. You know, so that is Peter Obi's lawyer and Chambers, all of them there, you know, that sued Onanuga, the stubborn Bayo Onanuga. I'll put it like that because Onanuga, Reno Mokri, and what's the other one's name? Buala. As a lot, man, the love of God is my strength. They call him Buala. You know, these guys cannot just do without not talking about Peter Obi all the time. So that's all the documents right there, but I'm not going to read it because it's going to take forever. But Peter Obi, they talk about it's not just this repeated attack on Peter Obi. You cannot continue like this. So you are sued for 5 billion, you know, naira. But my question is, will this result to the purpose of this approach? It's a question I'm only asking because I know my country, you know, Nigeria. Like I said before, the day Nigeria will start working how it's supposed to work, or the day Nigeria will start working how other working countries working, then I'll be very happy because that's why I'm here. I'm not a biased person. I just want Nigeria to work. I want Nigeria to be better. I want my country to work in my own time. I'm not here to see Nigeria destroy. But unfortunately, this suit. Anyway, I don't want to put words in your mouth for those of you that will have something to say later on, but let's see how it goes. But this is the best approach rather than Peter will be coming on air to say, oh, you cost me, I cost you, you cost me, I cost you. So I'm not a fan of that. But meanwhile, you guys remember the reason why Peter will be so Onanuga. I would like to quickly recapitulate on this video.
Development. Bayo Onanuga, the special advisor on information and strategy to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, has come under heavy criticism after he alleged that the supporters of Peter Obi are planning to cause mayhem across the country and that he should be held responsible for anarchy. Bayo made the claim in a post on X and also stated that the protest planners are also the same people who were instigated by Nnamdi Kanu to launch destructive NSAS protests in Nigeria in October 2020. His tweet reads in part, revealed, Peter Obi's supporters are the people planning mayhem in Nigeria. Obi should be held responsible for anarchy. They are the people spreading the hashtags and bad governance. Tinubu must go and Revolution 2024. They are not Democrats, but anarchists. They are attempting to call out our people via propaganda because their messiah, Peter Obi, failed to win the presidency in the 2023 election as bad losers. They don't have the patience to wait for another election in 2027. They would rather destabilize Nigeria by staging a civilian coup against President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Let me take this response from EJ. He wrote, Sir.
Okay. Thank you very much, my people. I have to quickly take that out because of time. But as you can see, this is one of the articles that I have for you guys. I only have two left. Just one left after this. Nigeria, not your personal estate. No amount of threat will stop August 1st protests. PROP Vanguard wants Tinubu. You know, you can't be threatening everybody. You know, so it's a long statement right there, but because of time, I can't read these things. You know, I know say sometimes I try my best to read, but we can't read all articles for you. The headline is enough for you to do your research or just follow Sarah Reporter, that is the one that reported this. Although every article that I bring here, many other mainstream articles talk about it, but I only choose one particular one to bring it here. So as long as you just write the title right there on your search, then a lot of them will come out. But meanwhile, the last one, which we already played the video from Dele Momodu, you know, saying that Tinubu is compensating his people with Nigerian resources. Tinubu using appointments to compensate incompetent friends. Dele Momodu, now I talk this one. So my people, that's all I have for you guys today. I'd just like us to move on time today. Should I say on time? After I don't spend all the time. All right, maybe not obvious, but still, we'll always catch up. Don't worry, we'll always catch up. I'm even surprised now that there's a lot to talk about every day now. You know, for some of you listening to us, I'm not happy to spend so much time here every day. But as we see, and as what they carry and they come, we want you guys to be aware and what is happening around us right now in Nigeria. I appreciate all my people. Thank you very much for your time with us. I can see more people join us right now. Boss Village, Empire TV, thanks for joining us. Good evening to you, Patience Demodia. Kids Dogera here once more. Great mind. Thank you. God bless you all. Chai, I can see you as well. Thank you very much, my people. Do your part, just press on the like button. I already have my first super chat of today coming from Rosie Ayosh. Thank you very much, Rosie Ayosh, for all you do. I'm very, very grateful for your continuous encouragement amongst others. Guys, I would like you to emulate this by clicking on the $sign, buy me a coffee, encourage our work here. Keeping to the consistency every day is not easy. You know, like as I'm saying, I and my wonderful panelists don't have to do this. Yes, we don't have to, but we're doing it every day. In fact, we could do this twice a week, but but some of you are very, very encouraging, both on air and off air. That is why we are here. So please keep that encouragement coming in. Is our strength, is the energy that we get to come here every day, is the enthusiasm that push us. I'd like to take some calls quickly. If you want to call in, this is the best time. Call in now. Let me take your calls before I go to the panelists so that we can start talking straight away. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to every one of you right there. We have the first caller already here. Oga Shimize, thank you, sir, for calling in. Good evening to you. Talk to us.
Yes, and that was good evening, good afternoon, good morning.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, please, I thank you for all you do. Keep the fire burning. If they want to hear, let them hear. If they don't want to hear, let them stay where they are. Right. Is the reason why this government keep or let me say presidency keep going after Obi is this APC government have looked left and right. They don't know what to do. They don't don't have the they don't have anything what it takes to make Nigeria work. So rather, instead of doing it, they start chasing shadow, which going after will be saying one thing or the other. Then, instead of them to say, oh, what Obi is doing, they don't like it. They want Obi to stop. You know, Obi going for some rural area, drilling borehole, giving some people cash money like the nurse school, give them like 10 million, and so many things Obi have done since this after this 2023 election. Obi have done marvelous. He has done so many things. So this government APC have looked what Obi is doing. They're seeing it as, man, Peter Obi is doing too much. You know, it's kind of envy and they don't like it what Peter Obi is doing. That's why they keep going after him. Then for suing Bayo Onanuga, I love it. I love it. Peter Obi should never concerning this protest. It doesn't concern him at all. Don't say anything. Am I coming out?
Go ahead, sir. Go ahead. You have 1 minute left. Thank you.
Okay. So they don't. So the only thing is Peter Obi should focus. Let him not say anything about this protest. Then so protests will go on, whether they're bringing billions to state or this thing. And what that video that guy said about electoral reform, in fact, is the best thing that will ever happen in this protest. Nigeria should have it in their back of mind and have it in their front of mind and say, yes, every placard they will hold, they will have to write it, they have to reform electoral whatever, so that they will have a credible people in government, not the bad people, a credible people. But when you have a credible people in a government, country will move forward. But when you have a bad people, you have that country to backward. So Nigeria, this time around, try to get it right. Sometimes when we talk something we all do here, especially diasporas, you know, we are sympathized with Nigeria in Nigeria. We sympathize with them. But when you look at what happened in 2023, nobody is supposed to tell you the election was rigged. Let us go and protest. You know, sometimes I say, in fact, we have that good heart to sympathize with them. So this hunger that's going around, if you protest that earlier on, this hunger and this bad governance will be around now. At least it could be something that protest will stop it then, or stop this man coming to the power. So Nigerians, you know right thing to do. So you have everything. Have your things in your hand. All what you use to, the instrument you use to do this protest. You know it. Electoral reform, and the bad government, and the police, everything, both police brutality also, and corruption, and the evil politicians. Thank you, Nigeria Watch, and remain blessed.
God bless you, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, thank you very much. I would like us to, I have another caller here. Hello, good evening to you. Can you hear me? Okay, I lost that call. Okay, I'll quickly go back to the panel. You know, in case you want to call in, maybe after the next panelist. Thank you very much, Kingsley Ogera here. I really do appreciate this. Super chat, your pocket never run dry. Thank you so much. I'm grateful. Guys, do your part, press on the like button, help us to share. I'd like us to move on to the next person on the panel. Oh, okay. Call is coming again, please hold on. Okay, Madam Origin, thank you very much, ma, for calling in. Good evening to you. I guess you can hear me. Please talk to us.
Hello?
Hello, ma. Good evening to you, ma. Thanks for calling in. Please talk to us.
Yes, my people, we are here again. God bless you all the wonderful Niger Watch family that come here every day. You all will never lose your rewards because it is a civil duty. Thank you, Mommy Diaspora. Thank you for all you do. Mr. Niger Watch, thank you. I don't want to start monologue right now for you because that will take a long time. Thank you for this candlelight. You will never lose your reward. I thank our panelists that come here every day and do due diligence because it is a call for duty, it's a call for our country, it's a call for rescue of humanity. I don't take what we're doing for granted. I don't take it lightly. That's why I make out time to be here. We know what we are fighting for. Some people come here and they try to either dehumanize the commoners who are doing so much. They go to vote, it is stolen from them. They try to talk, they abide. They try everything. They go to defend their farms, they abide. People go to their farm, eat up all the crops, they cry, nobody hears, nobody comes to their rescue. They go to protest, they abide, which they must not stop. Because at this time, at this moment, it is a clarion call. A lot of you, I will go to quickly talk about what has behooved us. Why everyone, it doesn't matter what you have, please wake up, take up your own baton. It can be talking, whatever you have, use it. Refuse to be boxed into the narrative. Now they are trying to, what I call, I've forgotten that name because I give things name that helps me come to, they're trying to tone it down. Dialogue from where? Dialogue since 19 Kurudu, no calendar, no date. The same issue is what we are dealing with. To be honest, I believe it is not about this regime. It is something that has been on. It is a system. And if we're able to push them out in 1 month, in 2 months, in 4 months, in 4 years, they go. Because it is the same system, they are going to bring the same replica of what in fact, worse than what we have now is going to come if the system is not addressed. And they know, and I'm happy that they have accepted that they are kleptomaniacs. They are megalomaniacs. Now I have defined kleptomania. Let me tell you, give you an example, if the people try to I love this man of God. They only take one of his cliche. Another cliche of that man of God is he said, to whom brain is given, common sense is required. You use your common sense and begin to analyze things. Begin to research and find out for yourself why you are. If you don't know why you are doing what you're doing, somebody will talk you into it. Somebody will bring this thing down and you go back home and continue to suffer. This is what has behooved us. They cannot give us the less than megalomania, kleptomania, and kakistocrats. They cannot give us less than that. People that are delusional, they believe they are relevant more than the people. They believe everything is all about them. Overestimated. Look at what they are talking about. Mr. Niger Watch. There is this thing, Ndume. Oh, I apologize to myself for even calling that man and telling him to hang in there. Hanging from where to where? Look at what that man is talking about now. These same people, you cannot, anybody that is right-minded, that has sanity, that wants Nigeria to move forward, they cannot bring him in. whatever they swear that make them give them position, you have to fit into the narrative of megalomania and capistocrat. Lowest of the load. Look at that man talking, telling that people should not go. So when you come out and you were crying, it's because he cooked up something and they are not looking towards that direction. Now he is talking from two sides of his mouth and they are attending to his needs because maybe they have given him what he needed. Now he has joined back the bandwagon to oppress the people. I tell everybody, refuse to be boxed in. You know why you're going out to protest. You know what? You know the system is not working. If you can think about your mental, your patrimony, your freedom, your sanity, your well-being, your peace of mind, your land, everything that is taken from you. If they have not rectified it, don't back down. I rest it there. Bye-bye.
Thank you, ma. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right, Mr. Ben. Thank you. Mr. Ben, thanks for calling in. Good evening to you, sir. Talk to us. Thank you.
Good evening to your wife. I greet you. First of all, I really want to appreciate you for everything that you do on this platform every single day. Thank you. May God bless you and your family. We really appreciate you all over the world. Your voice is going very far. You know, back home, people talk about you. Over here in the United States, my friends talk about you. Thank you very much for all that you do. And to Mommy Diaspora, Mommy, I greet you, man. Thank you very much for all that you do for our platform. And to my panelists, Black Panther, Give Us Our Mandates, Madam Luke, Abdul Malik, Mr. Desno Wosu, and to our other people that are not here yet. Thank you very much for your service to our nation, Nigeria. You know, your voices go very, very far. Even if those politicians are not listening to, you know, to the yearnings of Nigerians, you know, we'll keep talking and speaking truth to power. So I really want to appreciate all of you. And to the conversation in that end, the protest that they are talking about, see, my Nigerians, my people back home, I beg on make us do everything possible to let these people in power know that enough is enough. But please do it peacefully. Do it peacefully, because there are plans in place to sabotage that protest. See, Nigerians, it doesn't take much to sway them. Once you give them few Naira, 10,000, 5,000, they will always pander to the yearnings of those corrupt politicians. So my people back home, I beg, making a watch on our back, or it's way happen for NSAS a couple years ago, making it happen this time around, because these politicians are very desperate to sabotage that protest. You know, go on the streets, hold your placards, you know, do whatever you want to do that is within the ambit of the law. But please, make not break any laws, or I beg you now, because your life is at stake, and these politicians don't give a damn about you guys. And to Bayo Onanuga, we know he's the vuvuzela of the government. You know, that is what he's been paid to do. He's been paid like rain or mockery to tarnish the reputation of Peter Obi, and he's been doing that since the inception of this government. That is what rain or mockery is also doing. So those people will never give up until they bastardize the personality of Peter Obi. And to the courts, those people, they're not going to do anything now. He sued Bayo Onanuga for 5 billion naira. The same courts when don't do anything when it comes to the presidential petition. The same courts will disregard all of the evidences, mountains of evidences that was brought to them. You know, they don't do anything. So now they want, you know, I beg you, this country is very frustrating, the kind of things that happen back in that country. Very frustrating. And my people in Edo State, making us using our power, as we talked that year, making us bringing the right person for the governorship election. Me, my candidate is Barrister Olumide Akpata, because we are tired of the PDP APC conundrum. We are tired of that. We need new fresh heads. We need fresh ideas. We need fresh people to come in. People that will not pander to any kind of godfatherism. Because if this PDP man enters now, you know who probe the government of Obaseki. And I don't want that. I want somebody that will come in and will say, okay, in the last 8 years, let's audit the accounts. Let's see what's going on. That's what I want. You get what I'm saying? So my people in Edo State, vote the Labour Party candidate, Barrister Olumide Akpata. He is the only one that will change the face of that state. My people in Edo State, enough is enough. You don't do. Thank you very much, Mr. Helvis. Thank you very much. God bless you, sir. God bless you.
Mr. Ben, thank you, sir. Thank you very much. All right, callers, I have to take a break from you for now. Let me go to the panel. I appreciate you all, my people. Continue to do your part. Press on the like and help us to share. Give us a mandate. You're the first on the panel. If you're there, please talk to us. Good evening to you. Because a mandate is never there. Never ever. Okay. Black Panther, please, I'd like you to talk to us. Good evening to you, my brother.
Thank you, Nigeria Watch.
Thank you.
I want to thank everybody. Mama in diaspora, God bless you. Thank you for being a mother to us. A blessed mother. Not just only a mother, but a blessed mother. I want to thank all the viewers all around the world, wherever you are. Please, I beg you, in the name of God, tell your people out there to sit down with you so that we all can judge you together. And those of you on the comment section, thumbs up to every one of you. You guys are doing a great job. But most especially, what you need to do, you have to, click on the like button. Because as you click on the like button, this message is going to go far to the ends of the earth, so that every Nigerian, wherever you are in diaspora, wherever you are in Nigeria, it will get to them as long as you are hooked up to the internet. I know many Nigerians don't have internet, but as many as that have heard these messages, please try as much as possible as you call your people in Nigeria, also send down the message of what you have heard so that everybody in Nigeria will be well abreast with it. We can no longer take this anymore. It is high time we define who is a Nigerian and what is a Nigeria. What is the meaning of Nigeria? Now, the breaking news: protest allegation against Obi sued Onanuga for 5 billion. I welcome that. And Nigeria Watch, I sent you a video of the reaction of one of the northern Arewa kingpin that spoke concerning Onanuga allegation against Obi. And he spoke very well. This is the first time
Black Panther, that video that you sent that video was the first video we played yesterday.
Okay, I wasn't. Thank you.
Maybe they join us from the first minute. You then go see them. So I saw it played yesterday. Thank you.
Yeah. I went through the video yesterday. I was shocked because this is the first time that man will open his mouth and even mention Obi and make a right statement concerning Onanuga. And I thank God Obi has, aligned with his lawyers and they are placing a suit against Onanuga. I think what the suit we achieve is this: all the rats around Onanuga in diaspora, wherever they are, that have been speaking against Peter Obi, they should get ready for lawsuit. Wherever they are in diaspora, they should get ready for lawsuit. And if you are sued in wherever you are in diaspora, you are going for it. You know that you are going for it. It's a civil case. And when it's a civil case, you make the announcement where you in your base and the suit they come for you, a lawsuit. You see this 5 billion, if it is in diaspora, you are going to pay for it. If you don't pay for it, you are going to jail. I love this.
Yeah, but Black Panther, you kept saying if not diaspora, but we are talking about Nigeria. This cannot work.
Yes, you know what? See, the thing there is that the messages of people, the voice of the people, the voice of those people are very strong. And what causes eruption in many countries is the voice of people. If you look at all this uprising in the north of Africa, in the middle of Africa, it's as a result of information dissemination. So we should get that right. There is a war on information dissemination. And that's what they use. That is where government of Africa mainly used against to oppress the people. They deprive you of life because they don't want you to get information. They deprive you of water because they want you to be starved of that thing, so that your mind and your soul and body will not even go there to even listen to anybody. That is what the African continent is looking at. Now, that is it. I want us all to put extra Nigeria, put Nigeria on the table and ask ourselves a question. Is this a country? What is the definite solution to this situation? Now, I also want us to bring Nigeria, to bring those what the people that want to, the Nigerians that are coming out, what they said that they want, so that we can start bringing it out one by one, because this thing needs to be really exhausted, so that people will know, the world will know what we are doing and what is happening in Nigeria. Yes. Now, is Nigeria a country? It's not yet a country. Then, what is the solution, the definite solution to all this problem? Because all this problem is attached, they derive their power from a source. And what is that source? The source is the constitution of the country. Because the judiciary derive their nutrient from the constitution. The federal government derive their nutrient from the constitution. The people that wrote and voted for this constitution to come to place derive their power from the constitution. The local government derive their power from the constitution. The state government derive their power from the constitution. Then now, what is the problem? The problem is the constitution. Because if you solve one part of the one factors that is affecting us, the factors that you've solved derive its power and its strength from the constitution. Let me give an example. Your electoral law. Your electoral law, no matter how it is being modified, it will still go to the judiciary. And the judiciary will still derive their strength from the constitution by promulgating, by making a ruling that will say the president that was elected is the president. That is wrong, because the judiciary is not supposed to uphold anything, but supposed to do what? The Supreme Court is supposed to do what? Interpret the constitution and tell the electoral committee where they go against the constitution. And therefore, they should put forward an order that those things be done right. That is the power given to the judiciary, that the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court is not to say that the president that was elected, yes, it is elected and now is the president. No, it is never done like that. You need to interpret the constitution, look at what happened, and tell where they have defected on that election. That is what the Supreme Court should be doing. But the court says, the constitution said that there must not be a loophole, a vacant in the presidency. You must fill it according to the constitution. That is where the problem is. Our constitution is our problem. They know. They try to use the Fulani oligarch to gag everybody to the farm. It is not working. It is not working. They try to say, like people say, they want to Islamatize. It is not working. Now, we have come to a point where every Nigerian is hungry, starving. Now, how do we solve the problem? Everybody must come out. And I thank God what they said they want. The first thing on that list is the constitution. And I have said it, it is a systemic problem. And for us to rise above it, for us to see a new Nigeria, a defined Nigeria, we must come together. And that is when the peace of this country will be strong. Because if we don't coalesce together, look at ourselves eyeball to eyeball, promulgate a law for ourselves, we will never love ourselves. We will never try to reduce the tribal sentiment among ourselves until we sit down. And that is what the Western world oligarchs don't want us to do. Now, let's look at the map of Africa. Look at the North Africa. If you look at North Africa, they did their uprising and they are going on, the economy is going on smoothly. One of the African countries, at least the economy of the African countries, third in the one of them, third in Africa. Let's go to Southern Africa. They don't have such issue. Their constitution, the right, it is from the people. That's why the people comes out, and what they ever come out to say they want, they get it. Now, let's go to the East Africa. East Africa is now becoming a place whereby the people have been educated on the power they have in the constitution. That led to the uprising in Kenya. Now, let's go to the West Africa. There is no, in the entire West Africa, it is problematic. The entire West Africa, we have what? We have a lot of mineral resources that the Western world need. And if you go to East Africa, they have a lot of mineral resources that the world need. And what the world need, because we are transferring from gas to electricity, the basic thing that they need to foster that electrical car they are doing is derived from Africa, and it is the East and the West Africa. This is where the wealth of Africa itself is concentrated on. And now, why will they want that portion of Africa to have peace? Ask yourself that question. People will say, oh, it is we. No, the people ruling us, they have selfish intention. They are maniacs. They are what I called yesterday. They be so glued to stealing, and the Western world are taking advantage of that. Give them money, continue to give them money, and we have the resources that we need in the 22nd century. That is what it is. We are not following very well. There is a hand, a mystic hand, that is controlling this addicted politician in the Western Africa terrain and the East Africa terrain. Go and look at the resources on this belt. All the resources on this belt, all focus on the new thing that is on ground now. Try the electric cars. This is what is going on now. We might say, oh, it is not the Western part per se, quote and unquote, but my brother, there is an hand there. Because what we have at democracy is not democracy. They will never allow democracy to foster. Look at Burkina Faso. With what this guy is doing, he has gotten almost 10 times. They tried to take him down, but he succeeded. Now he's making sure that they have light. He's making sure that they go back to the farm, and he's making sure that the ministries, everything is working. And it's also making sure that governance is no longer attractive to all these political job seekers. You come to do what? To serve the people, and the people benefit more than you that is serving the people, because it's supposed to be a selfless service. If you believe in the union of your country, that is what we need to look into. We need to diversify into the problem of Nigeria. We need to be free. We need to free our mind. You know, whatever political club you belong to, please let us look at Nigeria and talk on the solution. The solution. Let's support our brothers and sisters in Nigeria in whatever way, so that they go well abreast, so that they will come out to fight this fight. And we can support in any way to fight this fight. But I still have a red flag. But that red flag is reducing. And it is moving up to 45% now. But as long as we go on, information will start reaching us, and we'll be able to be well assured that the stuff will take place and it will be successful. Let's keep on listening. Let's keep on disseminating information. But let's put Nigeria on a round table and be sincere to talk on the solution be sincere, and let us dig into that constitutional issue. Thank you, Nigeria Watch.
Okay, my brother, thank you so much. Thank you for your submission. All I can say to add to your submission is that I agree with you 100%, but unfortunately, most of the things that you talk about cannot work in Nigeria. You are only being hopeful to see it work in our country. But at the moment, it can't work. For example, starting with what Taobi just did. For me, I support this because in a working country, this is supposed to work. But trust me, Onanuga go pay Taobi 5 billion. How? Where? Who want pass that judgment? If they even pass on, then we appeal it. Appeal. The whole thing will scatter. So for me, Onanuga to apologize to Peter Obi in 72 hours. This 72 hours, me and you don't start to the counter anyway. This suit was passed around 3:30 this afternoon. So by 3:30 tomorrow will be 24 hours. So let's start counting by ourselves to 72 hours and see if Bayo Onanuga will apologize to Peter Obi. Let's start it from there. Let's leave the 5 billion out of it for now, which I know is impossible for Onanuga to pay Peter Obi 5 billion. But let's look at the apology.
Nigeria Watch. Sorry to cut you short. You know, this is a civil case, and the case is quite clear. Onanuga is going to lose the case in court. That is one thing. But the money, I am not banging on that money at all. At all. He's going to. He's going to lose it. It's a civil case now.
So if he loses them, what will not happen?
If he loses them, that will deter people to focus on Obi. We want them to not to be focused on Obi and try to drag him into the mud. That is what we are trying to prevent, not the money.
Hold on. You are not getting this thing. If Bayo Onanuga lose this case in court, so what is the benefit we are going to get from there, or Peter Obi is going to get from there?
Should I say the benefit? The benefit now is, one, they will detach Peter Obi from IPOB. They will detach Peter Obi from, Peter Obi is sponsoring people to riot and bring down their government.
Okay.
So if you now make Peter Obi stand on...
You are going a long distance. You are telling me now that if Onanuga loses this case, that will stop Bayo Onanuga from continuing criticizing Peter Obi?
Yes. There will be a court ruling. It will stop him from... No, it's going to be possible. It's going to be possible.
For Nigeria?
Yes. Now court ruling now.
Now, me and you. Which one be court ruling? Not the same court ruling put tinubu as president.
See, Mr. Nigeria Watch, Moku know the two ideas say if na election, they manipulate them, we lose plainly. Now, this is a civil case. It's not going to jail or not. If you make mention of Peter Obi and attach him to what is not, court have a right to pull you out. If they will be scared to make such statements.
You are telling me, hold on, that between you and I are just a common citizen of Federal Republic of Nigeria. If we have a civil case in courts and court works, for example, in my favor, does it mean that court will not force you to apologize, even though the price, whatever price, attached to the suit case can be negotiated? But are you telling me the apology will not be done? They will force you to do it.
The apology.
You must apologize to Peter Obi.
No. No, the apology is not, court will not say apologize. No. The court will rule according to the case brought forward. And Onanuga will be deterred from attaching or mentioning Peter Obi against all those factors that he has brought forward.
Listen, what I'm telling you now is that the day court will pass that judgment, let's assume they pass it in the morning. In the evening, Bayo Onanuga will do worse and nothing will happen.
We know nothing. We know say nothing will happen now, but this will deter other factors. You know those boys where they talk around for.
Court will pass judgment at 9 a.m. in the morning. 11 a.m. Bayo Onanuga will lambast at Peter Obi. Nothing will happen.
More reach there, we'll cross the bridge.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Let's move on. Give us a money. Don't come for travel where you go.
I quickly travel go tell them let them help me cook stash and black soup for you.
Soon, will they charge you now 1,200 naira for your absence? Don't worry.
Okay, no worries. And may the civil case start from me and you. You come in, you say
no. Now me and you body that they get power, brother. You go walk. Oh, if now me and you go, you walk. But if you come to this satanic elite, you know they walk.
My brother, Nigeria matter, Nigeria matter be like you know, green gory, those green green. Well, greetings to you, Mr. Elvis. Thank you so much for all that you do. Thank you so much. God bless you and your family. God keep you. Continue to remain strong in Jesus' name. Thank you so much. Greetings to Mommy Diaspora, the panelists, everyone. Greetings to you. Panelists, I greet you all. Comment section greeting, Mr. Abuazi, Madam Mary Finest. Madam Patricia, it's been some days now. I've not seen Madam Patricia. Even on the comment section, Mr. Elvis, is everything okay with her?
No, I've not seen her. She's active on WhatsApp group, but she has not been on air. You know, I don't know why. Maybe she's busy, but she's fine. Okay. Yes. Okay.
Thank you. Well, thanks to everyone for doing this. Well, on the issue of Peter Obi and Onanuga, you know, one thing is, I said it here some days ago. I think it was on Sunday, right? That Peter Obi is not only a Nigerian. Peter Obi is not only an Igbo man. But I think, see, in the world, you have leaders and you have leaders. Now, you as an example, your name is Obatavia, that is someone that bears peace. And it's not because you don't have some elements of violence or probably you don't have the power. No, it's just because that person has seen through you that even though you have, maybe in some cases, I can win this case, I can do this, you still shovel your armor and then you just choose peace. Now, Peter Obi knows that only one call to Nigerians can destroy all things. And I will continue to thank God for him and hope that we all learn from him. I mean, we learn from our parents, we learn from people around us, we able to learn from him, and that God continue to strengthen him to display that aroma of grace and gentleman nature. And listen, Nigerians, gentle in the sense that he's showing leadership, but that does not mean that he's a coward, or he doesn't have energy, or he doesn't have power. No, Peter Obi is a strong man. I mean, we all know that Okute means stone from the Igbo word. But I think this move that he took is a gallant move. Now, when it comes to the law aspect of it, I don't want us to preempt the court. Let's not preempt the court, Mr. Elvis. This is another way for that Mr. Peter Obi will now show to Nigerians if our court is truly a sane court or a court of insanity. Because as it stands today now, the man that is the Chief Justice of Nigeria, Ariwola, is from Oyo State. One man went to moon, or one man went to the devil, or went to hell. He's from Oyo State. I'm from Oyo State. So now, let's see if the shenanigan of Ariwola that he did during the tribunal we show up again in this case, because it is glaring. All that Ojiope played this morning and said, all that she read, there is no way that Bayo should not go in for this suit. In fact, as you are bringing the case to court, Bayo should be going to jail. You can say it's a civil suit. Well and good. They decided the case, either pay the 5 billion, apologize, or do this and stop the derogation of Peter Obi's character, stop the assassination character, or you go into jail for it. But these are now way that Mr. Peter Gregory Obi is putting judiciary to test again to see if they have changed or they remain the same thing. So I will not preempt the court. The case have been taken to court. There is a case now between my principal and the satanic Onanuga. Let's see the referee in this matter. Who is the judiciary? Let's see how they will play. Let's see what they will do. Because what Bayo did is the highest of it all. And I think others spoke on Sunday. I also spoke. This is the climax of it. Is the highest of it. So let's see what the court will do. Let's see what I know that we can say there's no justice, which I mean we can't shy away from that. But let's see what they will do. I want to see what they will do. Now, on the issue of the protest, see, when I come here and speak about Tinubu, it's not because I don't hate him. He's a human being. You always tell us here, you can argue, but don't hold the argument to heart. Why? Because you want to go to bed at night and go and sleep freely, like a baby. You don't have anything in your mind. I don't hate Tinubu. I just hate his character. I hate his evil deeds. On X today, somebody comments about today outlined how this guy took the property of Lagos State and made them his own property. The Lagos house belongs to Lagos State on Bodilon. Where Tinubu lives in Bodilon, the house he said he owns in Bodilon, that house belongs to Lagos State. Lekki toll gate, as it stands today, Tinubu is the owner of that toll gate. Some you can say allegedly, some they are not allegedly. Ohando is owned by Tinubu. Ohando bought a jeep. Ohando could not buy a jeep before Tinubu became president. As soon as he became president, Ohando was able to buy a jeep. Remi Tinubu told Nigerians that they are blessed enough. They don't need to live on Nigerian money. Hey, the last time we checked, Remi Tinubu said she borrowed money from Shetima's wife. The last time we checked, Remi Tinubu is giving $100,000 or how much to a foreign country, while our people are suffering. These guys are kleptomania. In fact, kleptomania is an understatement. These guys are even evil. For me, their character, evil is an understatement. Because you cannot see a sane man. You are a leader. Your countrymen, men like you, women like you are suffering. And for all that you care, you don't even think about their well-being. You don't care for them. The last time when she went to do this garden behind in Aso Rock, we were talking here and we were asking questions. And some said, no, these guys they cannot change. Tinubu, Remi Tinubu, and their seed, they will never change. So now, you protested against Jonathan. So when Tinubu protested, he was on what ground? On what constitution? On what level of rule of law? But today now, you are able to go and pay people to do a counter protest. Well, if a man can get fake bishop, Tinubu, in the issue of Nigeria, Tinubu was the first person to desecrate what is called maybe a kind of religion by getting fake bishop. In fact, some of those guys, some of those bishops, after they did what they did, they went to pray in the mosque. And you think that this kind of person can change? Tinubu will never change. He does not have that energy to change. The only thing is Nigerians. Tinubu is only a character. He's only one man. He is not bigger than Nigeria. Tinubu is not bigger than Nigeria. If he can protest, every person has the right to protest. Tinubu was caught on camera calling Nigerians to protest during Jonathan. In fact, we have on record that he also called, if a pastor, imam, all of them came out. Now, the pastors that protested under Tinubu, where are you today? Where are you guys now? The GOs, the mommy GOs, the bishop, the archbishops, where are you guys today? Or the suffering under Tinubu? is not worse than the one that was under Jonathan. The killings under Tinubu, is it not worse than the one under Jonathan? At least during Jonathan era, we didn't hear that they want to buy private jets. And the Senate president is telling that whether Nigerians buy or not, they're still going to buy the jets. No! In this 1 year Tinubu government, Nigerians have seen worse when you compare to Jonathan. So you pastors, you GOs, mommy GOs, daddy GOs, Reverend Father, Bishop, Sultan, Imam, where are you guys today? The only thing you cannot see that they are telling you that, oh, they will not protest. Hey, Nigerians, Yara Arewa, Muputa, protest is our right. Right, Dimune, Mui protest. Yorubas, Ejade, protest. Protest. Igbos, protest. Shekiri, protest. Ijo, protest. Kanuri, protest. Ibibio, protest. It is our right to protest. Is it the hunger or the killing? Now, when I spoke about Indume, you will say, why is this person talking about Indume like this? Now, Madam Origin. Now you are making a U-turn. I tell you, people, Indume is no different from them. So whether he's being removed as the chief whip of the house, hey, it does not concern me. Indume is part of the evil. So there's no sympathy. And the same way for Dangote, no sympathy for Dangote. Is Dangote, what? You are sympathizing for Dangote? Dangote bought a house. He has a house in Georgia. He has house all over the places. How many Nigerians have house in? Come on. And you are sympathizing for Dangote, saying that the refinery what refinery will supply oil in Nigeria? Don't we have our own refineries? We have Port Harcourt refinery. We have Kano refinery. All over the place we have refineries. They left our refineries and they gave money to Dangote to build a refinery from ground zero up. If that money given to Dangote was put into our refinery, we won't be where we are today. And in summary, Mr. Black Panther, I thank you for your analysis about Africa, the East Africa, the West Africa, Southern Africa, the South Africa. But sir, I will ask you, these men didn't put cold iron on the heads of these evil guys now to betray their own people. We have leaders. The duty of a leader is to protect the people. We are a sovereign state as it says today, whether you believe it or yes. So it is a duty of a sovereign leader to protect his people against internal crisis and also against external crisis. Now compare the character of Tinubu to the character of Joe Biden. Do you know, sir, that what happened in America today between Joe Biden and Kamala Harris has been prophesied some years ago by a sitting president? When a young girl asked him and said, when will a female become a president of America? And the man responded and said, maybe the president will die, will die, and the female president, the vice, who's the female, will take over. Now Biden is alive, showing what it means to be a true leader. Biden is alive, showing what it means to be a leader. I said, in the history of America, Biden has sacrificed more than any other leader that I know. Maybe him and Abraham Lincoln. Biden lost Joe Biden. He lost his son because of America. Biden will catch shade from Delaware to Washington DC. Now, a man that would have been a dictator, it was only a call within few weeks to step aside, and he passed the torch. Didn't we call on Tinubu to pass to lead? Tinubu is not supposed to be a president. No, Tinubu is not supposed to be a president. You ask me why? Now you are seeing the economy indices. You are seeing decision making. You are seeing the character. He cannot do it. He will not do it. This guy, it does not mean well for the country. I say for every problem they created, for every problem that we have in Nigeria, Peter Gregory Obi has a solution for it. He told us now, we are seeing the effect today. We are seeing the effect today. All of those things written in black and white. Peter, I mean, he reminded Bayo again that instead of you calling my name, why don't you face the issue of from conversion to production? Did Bayo answer? So for me, it's not about the Western world. It's about our leaders. Imagine on this platform, people will come and attack us. Mr. Evans did not put his down and say, let the attacks, let them take over. No. As they come with the attack, he fights them back. And we also join in fighting him. We also join in fighting them. So for me, it's not about the foreign. They have their influence. But you will now decide if you want to be influenced by the external forces or you care for your people. And that's where the issue of empathy, competence, and character comes in. Do they care? Are they people of empathy and character? That's the question. These guys, they lack character, they lack empathy, they don't care for the people. They don't. Imagine a Fabio. Nigerians are crying and saying, oh, don't buy the jet. The guy said, no, they are still going to buy the jet. Even if Nigeria has pie, they are still going to buy that jet. That is the Senate president. The man that he talks recklessly without any out of thinking. You ask yourself, is this somebody's father? But sometimes you just look at them. So for me, the issue for me is not the external forces. It is what the internal leaders are doing. What are the leaders that we elect? What are they doing? Nigerians, don't allow them to scare you. Come out. It's your right to protest. And also to Edo State, let's make the election of Mr. Barrister Olumide Akpata. Let's make the election of revolution against PDP and APC, against Oshomole, against Obaseki, against Oswe, against Apollo, and all of these evil men. Vote for Barrister Olumide Akpata. Is a man for the job in Edo State. Let us all rally around him and make Edo great again. Let's make Edo great again. Let's make Edo come back like the Benin man in the carry last, Edo man in the carry last. So let's not carry last. Let's not allow them. Arise, fight, take back your state, take back your community from the hands of these wicked men. I yield the mic.
Okay, give us a mandate. Thank you very much, my brother. That was a wonderful submission. It was hard for me to hit on the bell because I wanted to hear more of it. Thank you. Sometimes when you demonstrate this kind of energy, it's good. I mean, the one where you go, they hide for one back of door. They say, "Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?" See the way they vibrate today. Now you know they that back of door today. That is what we want here. I appreciate you. Thank you very much, my people. Thanks for your time with us. Press on the like button. Help us to share. Let me call on the next person to speak to us. Mr. Destiny, you have the floor. Good evening to you, sir. Please talk to us.
Good evening, Mr. Naija Watch. I respect you as the family and as everything. Good evening, Mommy Diaspora, and I greet each and every one of us in the panelists and the commenters and the viewers. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your location. First, let me start with this Mr. Peter Obi. Like the case, if you look at it, not that you not win, but to pay the money, that's the only problem. Because in Nigeria, they always win the case, but they don't pay the money. That is only the issue. Because to enforce it is always a problem. But to say win, that one is always go the right way. Like you said, if you not even stop the Bayo Onanuga not to speak, because we know the country we are. When you are in power, you can do whatever you like. It's only when you are not in power that you cannot speak much, or when you have some connection. And then let's go to Dangote. I said it the last time. I said people are crying because of Dangote. Dangote, even if you have give us a refinery, the fuel cannot come down. So why are we crying about him? The cement that we cannot buy is enough from Dangote. The salt, the sugar, the spaghetti, everything is enough from only this man. In the neighboring country that have all those things is more cheaper than Nigeria. Everything there that Dangote is producing in all the West Africa countries is much cheaper when they buy it there than in Nigeria. And all the whole money that is making or the support are from Nigeria government. But everything is expensive in Nigeria, but in a neighboring country is cheaper. So why is that our business? If they like, let them fight themselves, let them buy themselves. Because we know that what is happening right now is just who is going to control the power, who has the more influence. It's not for who to help the ordinary citizen of the country. No. It's just who have the power, who have the influence, who can control, who can say this is what is going to happen. Look at everybody that is supporting, that is speaking right now. But when they were fighting for this minimum wage for how many weeks, few months ago, did all these rich men now that is tweeting, that is writing all the whole newspaper, all the whole journalists speaking right now, how many of them were speaking like this? When the ordinary citizen was crying for the salary, increase the minimum wage, the federal government refused. And these are the people that is buying everything that all these billionaires are bringing to the country. How many of them speak like this? But you just go to Dangote, all the whole Nigeria, they want to shut it down because it's trying to affect one of their income. They are showing each other power. It's not how many days now they just invite themselves for a meeting. All these people, and when it comes to us, they'll feel concerned. You think all these kind of people, they don't even know they don't come to social media, they don't tweet. I don't understand this. But tomorrow is the worst part of it is that if everything is happening to them, is with the ordinary people said that even fight more. Yesterday I was listening to you when you played this guy, J-Love, supporting, complaining that I would do like people. I don't understand. Would you know that this man, everything that he's selling, Nigeria cannot buy it? Yeah, saying Nigerians are happy. Made. Yeah, the company saying that Nigeria are happy. Okay, we should be doing what now? When all those people are just fighting for the power control. It's not even our business there. We don't know what they are fighting for. We want us to come and involve ourselves. Some people do the oversabi with the call themselves. To the warriors for that country. Notice me. Maybe one opportunity will come. This man will just give me one thing or this. That's our problem. Just money. Many of us are not even fighting for integrity anymore. What we want is where is the money coming from? Let us know that we have the billions. What we have is not okay for us again. That's why some of us can even buy ourselves for rich man. When it comes to rich man, that problem with rich man, they will leave you. Whether the rich man is wrong or right, they will leave you as ordinary man. Support that rich man. Just It's that country every day is different problem from different people.
All right, God Destiny, so much distraction from your end, and your voice is on and off and all that, So we'll come back to you on your final submission, sir.
Oh, so sorry because I'm somewhat busy right now. That is why.
Okay, no wala, no wala. Maybe prepare yourself in case you get to your time again. Thank you for your submission. I appreciate you. Okay, let me quickly move on to the next person. Guys, Martin Benjamin, thank you very much for the super chat earlier on. I really do appreciate you. Said my brother Elvis, we are with you time to time. If we are not here, we are in the background listening to you. Let me take this opportunity to tell all our viewers to click the support button. God bless you. God bless you too, sir. I appreciate you for your encouragement. Obviously, I know, even though you guys are not right there, you are still there with us. Thank you so much. And God bless you, sir. Okay. Abdul Malik, it's good to have you on the panel, sir. Good evening to you. Please, I'd like you to talk to us.
Good evening, Nigeria Watch.
Thank you, sir.
Good evening, everyone in the panel. Good evening, Nigeria. Peter Obisu, Bayo Onanuga. For me, Isu is good, but from my point of view, it would have sued into International Court of Justice, UN. Yes, because in Nigeria they don't have law, they don't have justice. Understand? If they are sued them to international.
Can anybody hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
We hear you. No more.
Okay, Abdul Malik, you also get problem of network. What did they happen? Wow. Abdul Malik, unfortunately, you can't give your submission right now because we can't hear anything from you anymore. We need to move on. Mr. Dua, thank you very much, sir, for joining us. Good evening to you. Please talk to us.
Good evening, Mr. Najawash.
Thank you,
Good
sir.
evening, all the panelists, all the commenters, all the listeners, and all the viewers. Good morning, good afternoon. Depends on your time and your location. Well, fortunately, it pains me yesterday that I was unable to participate in the yesterday submission. Well, for today's topic that says that Peter Obisu Onanuga with 5 billion. For me, it's a good move, but the money is too big. It will even sue him with just the money that he can afford. Because this kind of thing, it look like a joke or children playing Jangolova. Because Peter Obi have to understand that they are going to just beat this thing up. Even if it is 100,000 self, it will even be better so that he can respond quickly. So, because they know that he could not have the money now, he's just smart. So, such person, you have to bring him out so that he can bring out money, so that thing that shock him to come and prove the evidence when Peter Obi was discussing with people and how when he was discussing with him how the protest will look like or when they will start it. So Peter Obi will have shown him with no use those kind of 5 billion. Nigeria is looking for money. Peter Obi is suing a person with 5 billion. No, that is too much. But it's good for the distance, for the move. But I know that such case will not even go on in that country. Because even the judge now will go and be looking for evidence in the market. Are they going to look for evidence in the market or whatever? Because they will tell you that that video is doctored, whatever name they will give to him. That is not an Onanuga. Or neither if he did not say it in the matter, if it is writing, they can tell you that it's any other person that just wrote it and are they going to get evidence? So we should understand that the country we are living, a country where the judge has to go tell the people that are they going to look for evidence in the market. So, well, let us hope and see what will come out of it. But really, if the case really go on, so it will stop Onanuga for blackmailing or trying to bad name Peter Obi, because when you are saying something that person did not do, every time you are pushing him, guys, you are blackmailing him, you are bad naming that person. So that is what only Peter Obi want to stop in it, and that is the reason, so that Onanuga will now know that something like this can happen if he do it next time. So man, come out and take one of the options, because two options that he give him to apologize, to say if he say I did not see again, it was just slip of tongue in him. So that one we not have they are politicians. So that one we not have such person to come and talk. So let's hope tomorrow or next tomorrow to see the outcome. And then for the protest, I love people that I would like to advise everybody now. They should be playing tinubu video of that 2015. When tinubu were telling Nigerians everywhere now, that video should be on top of internet, vehicle, even TV, all social media. They should be playing it now, telling Nigeria to come and protest. Those who are even organizing the protest should be playing the video steady. That is my advice to them. They should be playing the video steady. When Tinubu is telling people to come and protest, that they are selling their future. So I want those videos to be circulating without stop. 24 hours of the day, let them be playing that video till the day they will come out for the protest. So that will enable more people to come out for the same protest. And because then with this protest, I want to say something here, because that's what I said yesterday for supporting it. So you mean that now the ministers can say they want to cut half of their salary to solve a problem, not just to solve it to, they say, palliative measure. That is what they said, it's just for a short time. So automatically it's palliative. Now, if those ministers are not wicked, if they are not demonic and devilish people, so why are they collecting such money? They are half of salary to solve millions of Nigerian problems, not hundreds, not thousands, millions. So that means about, let's say, if they are too much, let's say 100,000 of them, if these ministers, whatever the position they are occupying the 36 states, let's say 100,000 of them, now hold millions of people ransom. Those ministers, I believe what they did to Saddam Hussein will be what they will have done to all those people, because your half of your salary can solve millions of people problem. Where are they taking those money to? Why are they taking such money in a month? Because first to say, let us cut our salary half to solve problem. That means it is times. We should not calculate how many months they have been in office. So such people don't supposed to occupy power. And whether they say do the palliative measure or don't palliative measure, Nigeria should let them now be taking minimum wage, because for them telling us that half of their salary can solve our problem, they need to be taking minimum wage for them to know how it is to take minimum wage. Because these people doesn't put Nigeria first. They put their greedy and their also family first. Because if you put a country first, then that is why you will not collect such money. Because, and this is why you see, this is why I'm fighting for my Okbila's mate. I'm fighting for my Okbila's mate. Because if our people put us first, they will not allow a person, because like the other day, our brothers told us that it was federal government of a military that collect all resources and give license to people. Now, who were the military that did that? Were there any certain military that did that overthrow, that collect the resources of the South and hand over it to the person of the North? No. So automatically, we all need to wake up from where we are sleeping. That we are the people of our land. My brother always talk about constitution. Yes, you are right to constitution, but it is because the way people dance along with the constitution, that is why this constitution make them so. If people said this constitution did not favor us, they can fight against the constitution. But because the people have the wicked mind of themselves, the constitution came out from the north and collect my Okbilas mate. My people of the South, the Benin, the Edo and Yoruba, they were clapping along with it. Who owns the property? With the Benis. They who are not enjoying it, the man of the north. Then we will tell ourselves it's constitution. No, it's not constitution, it's our foolishness. Because the man of the north know that is his benefit. So he go for it and collect it from you. You, the owner, has to know that, no, this thing is my property. I will go for it and collect it back from you. So, my people, whatever that is happening in the country, I urge everyone to come out. We will support you if you ask for our help, but tell us to come and lead the protest, my dear. We will not be there, because I will not, because of you are hungry, to buy a ticket and leave my work, because you don't know how we are feeding where we are living. You don't know how we survive there. You are not the one helping us. You are not the one protesting for the government of the country that we are living on, to make the country better for us. So that is it. For my Edo people, we need a better Edo State. We have many parties, but PDP and APC, these are the criminals who have been there right from military, before military, after military, and they still continue. They give themselves NROC, SDP, what was those names that time? UPP, UNA, something like that. I forget those names now. So they still turn to become PDP and APC. My Edo people, they could not vote those people, because there was a time one of our brother called them "Oh Pussycat," doesn't stop stealing. So these people are "Oh Pussycat," APC and PDP. We have a vibrant, well knowledge and not read, but well thinkable Edo person who will put Edo first. A person of Paul Owokan Okungbowa of YPP. My Edo people, if you want to enjoy government the way we enjoy them for Europe, the way Asia they do their own, the way country be like Dubai, if now want me Edo State better, make una vote Okungba of Paul of YPP. He don't tell una if he collect una tax, see what thing one user do, see how he go take use them. He don't explain that to una. But if una want continue the suffer, una the suffer, so make una not vote them. But if una don't want continue the suffer, make una vote Okungba so that he go fit change the do for now. Thank you, my people. So thank you, Mr. Najawo. Thank all the panelists. Thank you very much.
Okay, Mr. Odowa. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for that submission. Okay, Oga Chris, it's good to have you on the show. Good evening to you, sir. I appreciate you. Please, I'd like you to talk to us. Abdul Malik, you're still going to get your time later, but just hold on for now. Oga Chris, talk to us, sir. Thank you very much.
Yeah, Domo, sir. Good evening, sir. And good evening, everybody on the panel with me. Mr. Nanjawaj, it's good to be with you again this evening. Yeah, let me just throw down to the people on the comment section. I want to say good evening to you all. It's nice to be with you all this beautiful Tuesday evening. And special greetings to you, Mommy Diaspora. We appreciate you for everything that you do for us. We are so grateful to have a kind of influence like you on this channel. So for that, we say thank you, ma. And the people listening to us from all over the world, it's nice to be able to talk to you guys again. And I'm so proud that you guys are able to invest your time and to ensuring that Nigeria becomes a better place for everybody. I think consistency does pay. So if we continue in this direction, I'm very sure eventually we'll get there. Because like they said, eventually the world steps aside for the man that knows where it's going to. I think that's Johnny Walker. Yeah, well, so Nanjawaj, thank you for the articles, the videos, and the monologue. They were quite instructive and deep. There are so many things that you showcased, but it's only wiser to just talk about one or two of them, because there are just so many. For me, and concerning Peter Obi and suing Bayo Onanuga, I think is the best way to go. It's just about making a statement, because if you don't do anything against opposition, you just be there, they will trample on you. And it's like that in everyday life. You can't just be quiet and keep quiet and keep quiet. There has to be a time you must roar. Just like the Bible said, Jesus Christ, the Lamb upon the throne. At the same time, he's the Lion of the tribe of Judah. He's as gentle as the dove. And there are things you do, he becomes a lion. So that is how life ought to be. I think Peter Obi is in the right direction, if you ask me. Yeah, he can take this more serious, take it to the next level, make sure that before Bayo Onanuga recovers from this, he will not be able to say anything again. Because it's quite strange that the subset of people that have been refraining from any form of campaign, any form of protest, it's the Southeasterners. They've been saying they are not going to join in any of these campaign protests, and people have been calling them out. Then all of a sudden, the D-Day is approaching, and this man thinks he can play tribal card. This is the kind of leaders that you people have, and you think you are going anywhere. It just only portrays the mindsets of what these people think about you. They think Nigerians are stupid, and rightly so. Yeah, because if not for an element of stupidity in all of us, I don't know how we just allow some of these things to slide. I'm talking about even this protest. Look at the way we are going about it, and some people are thinking whether it is even necessary. Mine is that it doesn't have to be placards, dancing, or being violent or whatever. No, it's just a case of natural or human justice. Because whenever you are oppressed, whenever you have a problem, you have to cry out so that you can get a solution. It's a natural thing. That is why the only expression newborn babies have is crying. As long as they are not able to talk, they are genetically programmed to cry out whenever they are facing any kind of dissatisfaction. If they are hungry, they cry out. They are feeling hot, they cry out. If they wet their diapers, they cry out. That is natural. That is human life. So if people are suffering in the country and they refuse to cry out, then it becomes their problem. The onus now lies on them to do what they are supposed to do to emancipate themselves. So protesting is natural. It occurs all over the world. You can do it in different ways. I think the Red People's Party is in Korea or thereabouts. Those ones, what they do is just to occupy the street and sit down there. And once they are out, they are out. Even if you meet all their requirements, they will stay there. If they say we are going to come out for 2 weeks, they will be there for 2 weeks. Give them everything. They will remain there. The only thing you can do is to stop them from coming out. You solve their problem before they come out. So that's that for the protest. Then for the EDO debacle, I'm sorry, the Dangote debacle, I think I'll just need to flesh out some issues there, because for me, I completely agree with Mr. Wonsu for the first time on his submission. Unfortunately, he's not here. If you ever think in your head that Dangote is doing this for the benefit of Nigerians, you have to go and think again. You have to go and really think again. I know some people will come from the angle of if he finishes the refinery, it's going to create jobs, going to create blah, 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 blah. You're just deceiving yourself. You are in a dream world, in a Lola land. Because if you know the metamorphosis of Dangote, you know the kind of politics he's playing. And for God's sake, have we been hearing of Dangote in our political space? Not until now. Not until now that they've touched him. It's on record that what they are doing is politics, complete politics. This is not for your interest. It's not for my interest. And if you are talking about monopoly, I think Dangote is the number one monopolist. He was denying that on camera. And that's what these politicians, that's what they do. They tell you that they have constructed this, they've done that, they've built schools, and yet you cannot find those things. The evidences will be pointing to another direction. If we just flick back our history book to a few chapters, few years, you see the annals of Dangote, you see his footprint everywhere. If we take the case of Ibeto in the early 90s, We know what Dangote did. Obasanjo gave Ibeto license to import cement, and Ibeto promised to crash the price of cement. And Ibeto went to partner with the Chinese people, and they were able to bring in loads and loads of cement, which were going to crash the price of cement. But Dangote stepped into action and forced Obasanjo with the northern cabal, and they ensured that Ibeto was not able to offload those cement, and they all got wasted. And Ibeto took the federal government of Nigeria to court. And it will interest you to know that Ibeto won that case, and he was paid 40 million or thereabouts. But it is this same Dangote that also went to go and sue federal government that is trying to make Ibeto a monopolist. Even the case that Ibeto sued federal government, Dangote wanted to be a part of that case, but they have to take him out. That is in the distant past. And what about the present? If you look at the cement that he's producing, tell me, how come Dangote cement is cheaper in most African countries than in Nigeria? How come that is? Because he alone has the monopoly. He can open his mouth to say he doesn't have any monopoly. That's a lie from the pit of hell. And if you look at another thing, during Buhari's time, when importation, Buhari closed all the borders, but it was only this same Dangote that had the access to border. Only him. So how do you expect the other businesses to compete with him? Only if we know the number of businesses that have been killed just for Dangote to survive. Now they've not touched him, he's just crying. I think it's a clear case of an example of him understanding what the people feel every day. For all those prices of his, if you think about household items, it's Dangote. The prices and everything. Look at the fight he had with Boa Cement just yesterday. We know who this man is. So whatever they are doing is not really about Nigeria, it's just their internal fights. Is it the fact that Nigeria is supposed to own 20% in that refinery, and now we don't know what's happening there? Is it the 9 billion that was collected and Emefiele said Dangote has paid back 7 billion? And we know what they are doing with all these shares. So they are all just fighting for their personal survival. Look at Nigerians. Ever since they've been fighting, they're struggling for everything. They want to emancipate themselves. And you never hear Dangote supporting these people. He never supports the downtrodden. All he just does is keep quiet in his business empire as long as he's making profit. Whatever happens to you and I, it's not really his business. So I don't know why we are crying, because in the first place, this refinery is not going to make fuel cheaper for you. There's no way it's going to happen like that, because it's going to buy at the same price that they sell in the world market, because Buhari and his guns, they've sold your fuel to crude oil till 2025, until 25 years time. So Dangote is going to buy at an official. The only contribution that is going to make to the market is that the fuel will be available. It's not necessarily as if it's going to be cheaper. And remember, he has been going as far as Texas to import crude to come and refine in Nigeria. I think that speaks volume. That speaks volume to the state of our crude oil business. We say Nigeria is an oil producing country. Don't forget that Buhari has used your crude to take loan for the upward of 25 years, and they did all those in secrecy. Was Dangote not aware of all those? And again, he sat down there. Buhari went to go and commission a refinery that was just like 40% completed. And they all sat down there deceiving Nigerians. Is it not the same Dangote that Buhari administration was using to deceive Nigeria and telling us that if Dangote refinery starts, it will start in 6 months, you'll be getting fuel. They will increase the fuel price because of Dangote refinery, it will start in 6 months. How many times have they promised to open that refinery? I know sometimes last year they said it will start working by June. Next time was December. This year again, the other one, you see videos that it has started production. He has been part of this deceit that has been unleashed on you and I. So I don't have any iota of, is it pity or whatever? These people, they know what they are doing. They are ruining the nation. How many times has he been involved in the political discourse? You don't tell me businessmen don't get involved. Look at other countries, businessmen do. Just in the UK, yeah, J.K. Rowling, the author of Harry Potter, Remember when the Brexit thing was coming, she donated £1 billion to that cause. She's a private citizen. She's into writing. She's a businesswoman. She donated. They put their money where their mouth is. But if it comes to Nigeria, because these guys are benefiting from the government, they just want to deceive everybody. I mean, no, you are not a businessman. You have to think about the people. Okay, if you are not a politician, how do you care about the people? What are your prices? The prices of your goods and services, the bogus profit you are making. Now they've touched your tail. I think it's very instructive that they understand what the people are facing. Some people will say, okay, what about the electricity, the power, and the energy that Dangote is going to contribute? It's just 13 megawatts, and that's going to serve Lagos and its environment. And you are not even going to get that electricity cheaper. You are not. You are not going to get anything from him cheaper. So whatever it is, they know what they are fighting. They know what they are doing. They can't come and deceive us. I don't owe him any sympathy. If Tinubu must investigate whatever is going there, my only thing is that he should do it according to what the law dictates. They shouldn't use any extrajudicial means to bring him to book. If there's any bringing to book, of course there are. So it's because the kind of system we operate, where you don't have institutions, you have strong men. That's why the people like Dangote can enjoy all the monopolies while the other people suffer. If it comes to foreign exchange, how can you compete with him when they have multiple exchange rates? The one for Dangote, the one for other businessmen, and the one for government officials, and the one for the common people. It's always the common people that will suffer these things. So when we talk about making a nation great, we must have to talk about institutions and not just strong men. That is why electoral reform is key. I think there was one video that was played earlier. I was just trying to flip through, but I remember I heard that young man talking about electoral reforms, which is actually the core. It is the root of the problem that you face in a pseudo-democracy. Pseudo-democracy are nations, especially in sub-Saharan Africa and undeveloped nations. They claim they are practicing democracy, but what they are actually practicing is them all crazy. Because if it is democracy where you have strong electoral reforms, nobody can wake up one morning and just declare the result however he likes. As long as you don't have a system that will ensure that the people, not even the best, the people that wins election are announced, there's no way you can ever progress democratically. You have to choose other system. Either you go to autocracy or you can use the feudal system. As long as the electoral system do not produce people, because the reason I say it doesn't always have to be the best. Democracy is a game of number. For example, you can produce the best candidate, but the people can choose to vote otherwise. And that is that is the basic tenets of democracy. No matter who is on the ballot must go, the victory must go to the person the people have chosen. That is what democracy is essentially all about. So as long as we don't have that system, then there's no way we are going to go forward, because the borderline is that when somebody is voted for and the person attains power and is not able to do what he was voted for, then that person in the next election, they will vote him out and vote in another person. That is the basic principle. And in the people that are sent to represent the every other person at the House of Assembly or whatever, the national parliament. Now, there's also a system of recall. When these people are not doing what they are supposed to do, you recall them. As long as this mechanism, these safety valves in democracy, they are not working, then there's no place there's no how you can move forward. For example, the Labour Party candidates that they are not candidates now, they are now representative, that are messing up in the National House of Assembly. If the recall process, as provided for by the Constitution and the electoral system, that process is working, I'm sure it would have been very easy to recall those people. Imagine if you want to recall them, it will still be Mahmoud that will still spearhead that recall process. And at the end of the day, it's not going to work. Look at Yaya Bello versus Dino Melaye. They tried to use that instrument to bring Dino Melaye out of the Senate, but it didn't work. Because at the end of the day, the process is never allowed to work. They just allowed strong men, people to come in, government influence, power, money, politicking, and at the end of the day, everything is rubbish. At the end of the day, it all become a rat race, and whoever wins in a rat race, it doesn't matter. Everybody remains rats. And that is why we are saying that the likes of Obaseki and co, they are failed Edolites because they came in the electoral system, defended by the people, brought them to power. And immediately they get to power, they turned their back on that very system that worked for them. Instead of ensuring that these systems are strengthened, what did they do? They turned to strong men. They jettison strong institutions. They become lords to themselves. That is why we are saying we should never, ever repeat that mistake. If people are saying that governors are failed, Obaseki has failed spectacularly, in the sense that if you look at the way this man came to power, he had no choice. He had no chance. No chance for him at all. But the good people of Edo State, in their desire to ensure freedom, fair play for everybody, they stood beside him. They stood behind him. They stood in front of him. They protected him from the arrows that flies in the night, in the day, in the morning, just to ensure that his political ambition is not crushed on arrival. And yet, look at how he paid the people back. If he had even rigged his way to power, it's understandable. But considering that the people donated this power to you, and this station, like very few stations, very few social media stations in Edo State, did the kind of work Mr. Naira did during that electoral process. And look at what he has done. To look at the primaries of the PDP. What do you call that? Disenfranchising people anyhow he likes. Is it when Peter Obi was coming to Edo State during the presidential campaign, stopped us from using the stadium, considering that this was the man the people fought for? Now it is time for you to support the people. Nobody is saying that come and do anything. Just allow the people to use the stadium. He refused to. He refused to conduct local government election. And apart from just that, the strength of democracy, the House of Assembly, because during military rule, they usually leave the judiciary. It is that legislature that the military attack. While the military themselves, they remain the executive. But this man came to power and completely disenfranchised the people in the legislature. What did he do? He called for swearing in at the dead of the night when men were sleeping, when witches were in their coven, when wizards were busy trying to know the next action they are going to plan. That was when Obaseki decided to call in the people to inaugurate them. Is that not shameful for somebody that came in through democratic process? So the reason I'm laying all these facts, that the young man that said without electoral reforms, we are not going anywhere, and that's the truth. That is why we are having people like Aswe Udalo coming as godfather. Because if electoral reform was to be in place, I don't think Aswe Udalo would even be the flag bearer of the PDP. So that is why if we campaign and tie both of them together, people will not understand. Because in the first place, if not for the overbearing influence of Obaseki, if that primary was free and fair, Aswe Udalo would not even be in the ballot in the first place, not to talk of giving him a chance. The same thing Oshomole did. That was how he brought in Obaseki in the APC. He drove everybody away, even his deputy, Egberame Odubu. He drove him away, just like Obaseki drove Phyllis Shuaibu away. It is the same playbook. So when this event keeps playing and playing and playing, and we take a stand, people should know where we are coming from. It is common sense, according to my brother Black Panther. It is not about emotion. It is common sense. We've looked at the politics of Edo State, and we agree. Without electoral reforms, nothing is going to happen. Look at the last election, the House of Assembly election itself proper. After denying those people, the 10 people, even somebody representing my constituency, couldn't sit for 4 good years because of the interest and ambition of one man against the interest and ambition of 4.5 million people. And it's that same interest and ambition, that is why I want to impose somebody on us. And we are saying it's never going to happen. And we looked at the whole thing carefully, and we see that the APC is not even an option. So the only option left for us is Olubide Akpata of the Labour Party, who stands as an Iroko tree. where you have shrubs and grasses. Well, I'll just continue. I don't want to be greedy. I've had enough time. In my second submission, we continue in this trajectory. Edo Light, vote Barrister Sagbovo Olumide Akpata. He's the only true product of electoral reform. Thank you and good evening, Nigerians.
All right, God Chris, thank you, sir. Thank you very much for your submission. I appreciate you. I would like to quickly appreciate Peg Modi. Thank you very much, man, for the super chat earlier on. God bless you. May your pocket never run dry. I'm grateful. Thank you very much. Okay, before I come to Augustine, which is the last person on the panel, let me give Abdul Malik the chance to speak again. Abdul Malik, if your network is better now, I want you to speak for 5 minutes. Then we can have a go to Augustine.
Yeah, my network is not my network. I don't know why. Anytime I try to speak, the thing will just come on. Like yesterday, the same thing. Yeah, thank you very much for the opportunity. As I was saying before, Peter Obisu Onanuga to court is good, but for me, it would have shown it to International Court of Justice, UN. Not only even than Ebola, because Nigeria, they don't have law. They don't have justice there. So let this sue there to International Court of Justice, UN. Understand? That is better. So that they will learn. I see no reason why every time, even though they don't comment for anything that is happening for Nigeria, they will just take this man on ride. Understand? It's very bad. It's not good. If that me, I will sue them to International Court of Justice, not Nigeria, so that they will know. They will bring their justice there. Now, because Nigeria court, there is nothing there. They will not give the right justice, which is we all know. But I believe Obi is doing this because of he want to show the world that Nigeria don't have justice, they don't have law, as he did for Tribunal for last year election. He want to judge this one to do something like that, similar to. Yeah, that is what I think. I see the Dangote Refinery. Is it not a shame? A whole country, as a Nigerian, they have refinery 3. It's 4 refinery, which is 2 in Port Harcourt, 1 in Warri, 1 in Kaduna. All those 4, no one is working. They depend on one private refinery. Is it not a shame? And they are borrowing money every time. What are they doing with this money? Nothing to show. Our government, they have a lot of way to go. Because the Nigeria people, they are very patient people in the world. I've never seen patient people like Nigeria citizens before. Look at what is happening now. How many years? Some years and some months now. Inflation. But still, there is no intent to even show that they want to go for peaceful protest. Nigeria, they are very patient people. There is nowhere this will happen in the world. Lie. It can't. Yes, and still, some people are deliberating if they will come out or if they will not come out. I see no reason why they will not come out. They need to come out and tell the government what is their problem. It's a peaceful protest. It's not violence. Every day inflation, every day things are getting costly every day in the market. In Nigeria, it have never happened before. Still, you guys, some people are still deliberating if they will come out. What are you doing? When you are hungry, everything every day, you can't. Some people can't afford some 3 square meters of a day. You are still deliberating if you will come out, if you will not come out. If you don't come out, you sit down there. We know how the government will hear your voice. You should come out that very day and do the news, even though you are in your village. Anywhere you are in Nigeria, come out. Yes, you have the right. We are in democracy. We are not in military regime. You have the right to come out. But come out and do it peacefully, not to go and continue losing there. Yes, just come out and do it peacefully, because look at what is happening in Nigeria now. It's unbearable. It's not normal something. But citizens, they are still there waiting. According to one caller yesterday, I've been there for yesterday, that woman that said you have been in Nigeria last time. It's even Nigerian people, some of them, they are not aware of anything. They don't know anything. And it is true. It's only few that used to come to online. Because some of them, they are not aware of anything. If you tell them something now, they don't even care. They don't care. They feel concerned. That is the major problem too, because they don't know what is going on in the country. It's like they are blind. Yes, it's only we here. We are just trying to talk the way we to do what we can do. But then they don't care. I don't know if they cannot even if there is no. I don't even know what to say, because some people have experienced it, and it is true. Even though you call Nigeria now, you ask them, so things happening in Nigeria. You don't they aware. They will tell you no, is not aware. Don't even care. Say those people they don't do anything they like. Imagine. But we will try to do what we can do. I believe one day everything will change. But there is something I want to talk to. Those politicians, it's like now, people in diaspora, they will start it now. All those politicians that anytime they come to abroad, it's like now we start it from there, from this abroad. They will stop coming to abroad. I believe that is another option. Because if they will feel like if they do something, they will run to abroad. Or every 3 months they will go to abroad for vacation. Or if they are sick, they go to abroad for treatment. It's like we will stop them to be coming to abroad. I believe that is the best way. Because go and fix your country. Your citizens are suffering. Even though you do it peacefully here, the white people they know what they are doing. They will ask you what is happening. They will not even, so far you don't do it violent. You have the right. Yes, because those politicians, the thing is getting out of hand. If they feel like they maltreat our people at home, they will run to abroad. And majority of them, they have house in abroad. Yes, allegedly, they have house, everything abroad. The thing is getting out of hand. It's unbearable. Look at Nigeria today. There is no food, common food now to eat. Look at the video you show. How many half bag of rice they give it to 300 people to share? Imagine a bag of rice, 300 people. How can they share that? Those government, they are taking Nigerian people right. I don't even know. It's like they think Nigerian people don't know what they are doing. Nigeria are the most patient people in the world. This kind of rubbish cannot happen anywhere in the world. Look at inflation everywhere, every day. Things are getting costly. But citizens there, they are still sitting down. They don't do anything. No even sign that they will do the rightful thing. They sit down there. I'm surprised. I don't even understand. May God help us. I'm telling you the truth. Because the thing is getting worse. To understand? It's not good something, eh? Let's see what we.
All right, where's the noise coming from? Thank you. Round up, sir. Round up. 10 seconds. Thank you.
Let's see what we do. You understand? Because Nigeria now, the way it look, the thing is affecting everybody. Just like people in Europe that used to import goods. Even though you import goods now, nobody to buy because of there is no money. You know who eat we buy something. Understand? And thank you very much.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you. God bless you, sir. Thank you, Abdul Malik. Thank you. Okay, Augustine, you have the floor. Good evening to you, sir. It's good to have you on the show. Please talk to us.
Thank you, Niger Watch. Good evening, everybody. Please, I thank those that have spoken before me and those listening wherever you may be. All protocols duly observed. Welcome to the show. Actually, I was reading the letter from P2B's lawyer to Bayo Onanuga. That's what I was reading at the background and the way it was structured and everything. Well, the only thing I want to say is that about it is that I feel a bit disappointed. P2B started from 5 billion. He should have done it like all these kidnappers. He should have started from 500 billion. Maybe it will end in, maybe it may arrive in 6 billion. Maybe the court may say, okay, let's award the damage of 15 billion so that P2B will use it to continue his borehole project in the north. Because since each borehole cost 5 million naira, like he said, so if he realizes about 15 billion or 10 billion from the suit, given the fact that he'll be claiming 500 billion, because the court won't give him 5 billion, definitely. As for winning the case, it's quite clear. It was put in black and white, so there's no way Bayo Onanuga. And this is an old man at nearly 70. He's still behaving like a. I mean, how can somebody be at that age and you are still looking for special assistant to the president on communication? These are jobs they leave for 25 to 35-year-old fresh graduates of maybe first class in political science or sociology, anthropology, or some journalists who must have done like 6 years post graduation. These are people who do all this. You see them being smart, and an old man like this, a grandfather at nearly 70, he's still talking about P2B peddling ethnic hatred. Can you imagine? When the Igbos are even saying they don't want to participate, and you are even accusing them of sponsoring it, P2B hasn't said anything. P2B had the opportunity of calling Nigerians out in March last year or February. The moment they gave that black market judgment on Tinubu, he could have, right from when INEC announced Tinubu winner 4 a.m. P2B could have made a broadcast, and then then Bayo Onanuga will now have we now have evidence to say that yes, he organized anything. But look at the man kept quiet. Even people up to today, people are blaming P2B. Say it's too slow. After all, we know he won. He should have just told us or leave us to do what we did. But Peter said no, let's go to court. After court, he said no. And yet Bayo Onanuga, is it because he felt this man is so quiet? Because P2B doesn't talk, he doesn't behave like he doesn't tell lies like Reno Mokri or maybe all these renegade Daniel Bwala. People. If you go to Daniel Bwala's local government somewhere in Borno, that is where you see people drinking from the same bowl with a horse, with a cow. All of them drink from the same maybe pit. This is a pit latrine. And then is there making noise. Why P2B is giving them what is it called? Giving them borehole so that they can drink clean water, like we are doing in the south, and they are making noise. Anyway, since P2B chose a 5 billion, that is the only disappointment. As for going to court, and then the next thing, as for going to court, yes, I'm in support of that. But the next mistake again, apart from the 5 billion instead of 500 billion, should have started there. After all, kidnappers, when they catch you, they will say 300 million. Maybe if they know they will take 13 million or maybe 25, but they will say 300, then you will start from 10. By the time you press, maybe you part away with 30 million. Because if they say 30, you will end up giving them 5. So P2B should have said 500 billion. Then they will know what is hit them. And then again, giving 72 hours, I do not understand. What is the meaning of 72 hours? 72 hours that you use a courier today and hand it over to Aso Rock somewhere they sign. It's a communication. Then you give him between today and tomorrow. If at all you, but for me, there's no need for it. He doesn't even need to tell him to withdraw. The way it is in my mind, if I'm P2B, I wouldn't even do all those. All he would have had was they will call out his name in court. Say the court is waiting, they gazette his name. There's a case coming up, so and so. Or tell a P2B's lawyer, go and tell the court to summon Bayo Onanuga to come and answer. Why giving him 72 hours? For what? For who is Bayo Onanuga? An old man like that is still preaching hatred. He was the person of all the Yorubas. He said, put it in black and white. Ndị Igbo are interfering in the internal. Ndị Igbo are interfering in the internal affairs of Yoruba people. Can you imagine? Ijaw people do not interfere. They are free to vote. Ichekiri will vote. No. Fulani will vote. Kanuri will vote. TV, Bachama, all of them. Igede, Igala. Idoma, they are all free. They are not interfering. It's only Ndibo. I don't know why his hatred for him. What did Ndibo do to himself? Bayo Onanuga, your likes in Igbo, we don't even recognize them. Ndibo reward merit. We reward industry. We don't even, who is even Bayo? That's why sometimes I keep asking, who is even Bayo Onanuga? These are the people, Dele Momodu, if you listen to his interview, these are the people that depend on Tinubu to breathe in oxygen. What has Bayo Onanuga done in his life that he distinguished himself? What has he been able to earn a living? All he's doing is just to attack Yoruba. The North Fulani are dealing, attacking Dibo. The Fulani are dealing with Tinubu in different media houses, even their Daily Trust. Come and see the way they are discussing. Bayo just keep quiet. He's just trying to stoke P2B. Anyway, P2B, sometimes I don't know. This your quietness is not unlike Ndibo. This is not what you should do. Should have, maybe if I'm close to you, would have taken it up with my, whether I have money, I raise money. Onanuga should be dealt with. To be honest with you, should be dealt by every means possible. You can't take on the Igbo civilization like that, and we keep quiet. Onanuga for every time Igbo, and he must link it to P2B. And then Nigerians are keeping quiet. P2B will just say, well, he doesn't want. That man will be dealt with, whether the court case finishes or not, because he has involved IPOB, and I know they are taking decision. So whether he went to court and plead out of court settlement or whatever, or he double it to P2B overnight and say, sorry, his name has been marked in the gallery of shame. He has taken on the Igbo people worldwide, and they will deal with him. Forget about Tinubu. What is Tinubu's regime? One day he will get out of there. It's all becoming. Every time, Bayo Onanuga, every time, P2B this, P2B that. He just the person grooming all this the Reno mockery. People you don't know where they come from. Look at Daniel Bwala. And these are the people that will be talking about Ndibo and P2B. Who among them can you compare to P2B? Just like you stand before United Nations and mention P2B's name. Some people will tell you that, yes, we've had it before. Why are all these minions? Thank God Dele Momodu spoke the way he did. That man is very brave and he's very honest. He said it pointedly. These are people flocking around there, confusing Tinubu. They are looking for change, loose change, talking nonsense. At old, they look at the age. That is even with the gray hair. It doesn't. Okay, if looking at Bayo Onanuga, look at the gray hair in his head, the one we can see. What of the part of the anatomy that is covered we cannot see? Can you imagine the type of gray hair? And he can't even respect all those. All his comes about, he talk about his oxygen is a P2B. If he doesn't mention P2B, thinking that, look, the times have changed though. The time has changed. You don't know who is behind P2B. You don't know the force is behind the man. The insult, we can't take it. In spite of becoming, he's gone far. Whatever the court decides, it doesn't matter. Whatever the court decides, the decision about Bayo Onanuga is being taken at the highest place it should be. After one day, Buhari is no more. He's no more president. One day, Bayo Onanuga will be shipped, will be moved out of Aso Rock. Then he will now face his calamity. By that, he might be even over 70. And yet, he cannot even talk. Go and deal with the Fulani. Go and challenge the Fulanis that are dealing with Tinubu. They exploded bomb at Ibadan. Bayo Onanuga couldn't do. If you are so Yoruba, why didn't you say something? Bomb exploded. It was Miye Tiela that said, if you dare try finding out what happened, more will explode. Bayo Onanuga just, as a leech, he just went into his shell. And then when it gets to P2B, come out, it's just talking. Who is he? Oh no. I mean, these are just people that it's only that P2B, giving his type of person, is not the type that we just come and just say something. Just let P2B cry that, look, I'm being attacked, they want to kill me. Just let P2B say it. Then Bayo Onanuga will now know where is he not from Odogbolu? Hey. So there's nothing that everywhere, every address is known. But all this nonsense must stop in his own interest. Anyway, let's be waiting. 72 hours to me is long. By now, the case could have triggered out a lot of action. Just come and here be wasting time. Anyway, let me just hold on for now. On Dangote's refinery, well, the thing about it is that that's a reason why I hold the opinion I hold. Yes, Dangote enjoyed monopoly, which shouldn't be. There's no doubt about that. He put eBay out of business in terms of cement. And what that means by implication is that because the cost of cement has gone up, the cost of house rent all over the Nigeria will also go up. Those that had wanted to build a house may not be able to build. And then knowing Nigeria, some Nigerians for dubious practice, if you are to use a bag of cement to mold 30 blocks so that it will be strong, some people can do it with 60 blocks because cement is expensive, and when you use it, the building will crash. So we know the multiplier effect, and that's because of this monopoly. And that's why Dangote can do anything. We know of Dangote sugar, Dangote salt, Dangote anything. By the way, you cannot be the Africa's richest man when you are enjoying monopoly. If you give me monopoly of pure water in Nigeria, just 1 year, I become a billionaire. Just pure water for 1 year. There's no way I won't be a multi-billionaire in dollar, not in Naira. So that is what
Thank you, Augustine. I said it yesterday. Just give anybody monopoly. He become a billionaire by force.
Maybe just give. Okay, let me even narrow it so that people will understand. I won't go to the Sharia belt because they may buy me there. Just give me some southeast, southwest. Just give me, say, maybe supply pure water, and I will supply it one naira a bag. It won't be 5 naira. One naira a bag of pure, one sachet of pure water. And if you want to buy 10, 50 kobo, but I must be a multi-billionaire. There is no sense. So that is what they call monopoly. It doesn't work. But in this refinery, why I'm not happy about what is happening is this. Nigeria invested money, our hard-earned money, not even hard-earned, hard borrowed, because let me say this before I forgot. For those from the Niger Delta, south, that is to say Akwa Ibom, where Cross River include Cross River, Rivers, Bayelsa, Edo Delta. These 6 states, the oil there, they've been using it as trade by barter. All this loan Tinubu is collecting, Buhari has been collecting every two weeks. You see them going for. Is this oil they've traded off maybe for the next 30 years? They'll be drilling it. So do not expect that Nigeria is any money. It's like you use the economic trees you have in your compound, you trade it off and they give you cash. So it doesn't mean that when you see coconut in your compound or you see pawpaw or orange, you go there happy. No, you get them. That is the meaning. So all these things they're doing, they are not giving Nigeria money for free. That's what they call collateral. The money they are taking from IMF, it's not that IMF is a bank, but IMF is a guarantor of all these Western banks. Maybe Citibank of New York, maybe one bank in UK. You know, they have what they call a cartel. So they are the people that makes the money and fund available, then they give to Nigeria. So the collateral Nigeria has is that oil in Niger Delta. They've traded it off. So nobody should be talking. That's why even the one to give to Dangote to refine is a problem. So that's why they say Dangote is important, because they've traded it off. And if Dangote now need it, no matter what, whether it's in Urobo land, you have to go and talk to those people. So maybe he's better off importing. So in this case, why I'm really not happy about this is that I've not heard, I don't know why a country should invest money in a business and then you go and sabotage that thing again. That is why I'm still saying that although every day certain news will be coming out as per Dangote Refinery, the bottom line, we've not known it. We've not. You can't bungle a business you have interest. Yes, you can be in UK or Europe. Somebody might ask you, can you give me 100,000 naira? You give the person, say, a dash, just take, he will thank you. But the moment somebody say they want to do business of maybe 10 million naira, you said, okay, let me contribute 2 million. And that will be your share there. The moment you contribute that to every week or what you will like to phone the person. Oh boy, how far now? Has that thing arrived? Have you finished it? You will be troubled because it's your money. You didn't give it free. So how then can you now go behind and bungle what you know you invested? That is the issue. So that is why some people are not talking. All these things they're saying is just like this what is it called? The supernatant. We call them in Kenya. You say supernatant. You know, if you soak Gary for water, those those debris where they sweet, that's why na supernatant. The real Gary they below. Now you want. So all this one when they just they talk now supernatant, we never know the real truth. That's why I'm not happy, because in the end, the crude oil we do not see. The subsidy we are still paying. And even the refined petroleum, the refined petroleum again, the refined petroleum again is scarce, and Nigerians are still queuing for it. So somehow I'm still like waiting, I'm still looking for data. But for now, I want to know why Nigeria bungled a business you have interest in. That is the thing. So it speaks volumes. Thank you.
Okay, Ogatsi, thank you, sir. Thank you very much for that, your analysis and your submission. I appreciate it, sir. Thank you. Everybody on the panel have given their submission. We're going to have our final submission, and we're already over 3 hours. So I'd like us to do for 4 minutes as usual. So let me see if Give Us a Mandate is there. If you are there, please give us your final submission, 4 minutes. Okay, you are not there. Oga Black Panther, please give us a final submission, 4 minutes.
Skip me.
Okay, Mr. Dua, your 4 minutes, sir. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Let me not really talk about, because Dangote monopoly is too much. I remember me with my brother used to go to Apapa to carry cement. Dangote, we import salt, we import iron, we import. Isn't only Dangote that live in Nigeria? Isn't only Dangote that have money? That is why I used to say it is Obasanjo and those their cohort, so-called Kakos, stealing government that owns Dangote. It is like this NNPC now. I believe Tinubu, they did not involve Tinubu in it. And that is why the fire is getting to Dangote now. If they involve Tinubu in this NNPC, this fire will not come out. So, because it's not crime, because maybe Tinubu is not involved in this NNPC, they are refinery. So that is why it's crying. Because during the Gulojona time, it make it possible for other people to go and import. But what do? They push him off at. So it is not only Dangote that have money to take something. I am blaming we, the Satanists, who claim we are educated, we are this, we are that. We are the one who know the constitution, who put it in our head. We are the one who know the Nigeria, who put it in our head. My dear, Nigeria is a scam. The constitution is a scam. The way we think is what make a country. In the place the villagers think. It is the way we think is what is affecting us. I am kind of hoping why am I crying? No, it was benefit in Edo State. Today, a man from Kano is the one operating, selling it for me. I cannot buy to build my house. I cannot buy it to use to repair my gutter. I cannot buy it to use to do bad spot of my road. Then some will say he employ workers. Which workers did he employ? Is that not stupidness? If my people are operating it, are they not going to employ workers? If all the Edo State are working there, is it not workers? Because we have the fallacies or nepotism leading the positions. Whatever that happened to Dangote is okay. If Dangote really mean well for Nigeria, is it not in Nigeria? Only one person in Nigeria has refinery. Why entire country that he himself belongs to could not have refinery? Is that not a shame? If he mean well for Nigeria, why can't he go ahead the one we have? Why can't he make that one work for us? Then he now build his own. The people he says we are envying it. We are not envying it. Him, the country. That is why. Because even me, if my father's house is destroying and I'm living in that house, what will I do? I will make sure I fix it. Sickness is going to collapse on everybody. But Dangote look at the house and let him collapse. Then he said, okay, let me come and build house. All my brothers will come and rent. Is that not wickedness? So, my people, I don't really think where we see they are envying we are doing that. So, my people, thank you.
All right, Mr. Oduwa.
Thank you, Mr. Najawash. Let other person.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Duwato, you don't confuse for Nigeria matter. Guy, it's like we're repeating ourselves every day.
He said maybe Tinubu no they involved for this Dangote deal. So you
To
go
be honest,
bump.
Nigeria matter every day. Our submission here is kind of repetitive. You know, Nigeria matter just I don't understand. Now wow. I don't know the name of our council chairman for UK for here. I don't know their name. I don't know the name of our parliamentarians. I'm not interested.
It's not necessary. It's not.
Exactly. I'm not interested.
Necessary. You don't.
Everything
even
is working.
Your next door neighbor, you don't even know his name. Just go.
Everything is working. Now, wow. Go help us. So, thank you very much, Mr. Oduwa. Okay, let me come to Abdul Malik. Abdul Malik, sir, your 4 minutes, final submission.
Okay, good evening once again, Nigeria Watch. You see, Oduwa don't tire. You see, the Nigeria matter is somehow. It just seems like people there, they are not serious. Everybody there, they are not serious because the way the country is going, I don't really understand. People that are supposed to talk, they don't talk, they're quiet. Even though things are getting wrong way, they don't talk just because they are benefiting from somewhere, which is very bad. The way I know, if executive arm of government present a bill, I know that legislature, which is House of Rep, they will deliberate on the bill. But even the House of Rep, they compromise with the executive arm of government. If there is nothing is going. That's why look at what Akpabio said now. The time you want to buy that aircraft, he said no matter what they say, he will buy the aircraft. A country, imagine, just government just decide on their own. They don't even contact citizens or know what to deliberate on the issue. They just wake up one, they just decide, just like the way they decide on national item. It's not supposed to be like that. That is not a country. That is not a country. That is not how it's supposed to work. Yes, because the people there that are supposed to have voice to talk, all of them, they are compromised. Look at Labour now, what they did in the minimum wage. And they proposed 250K. But last now they go back just because of they have given something behind. They accept 70K, $44. How $44 will we help a family of 4? How? How many years back? 10 years back, $100 something. Now, after 10 years back now, for $44, is the country going back or going forward? There is something we do, something will not change in that country. Every day we continue because those who they are recycling themselves, they are the same group of people. If they cannot get them away, there is nothing will change. Yes, it will be the same. Unless they will get all away from the government. That is how things will get better in that country. I come to Edo State. Edo State, you people should not make that mistake anymore. Vote for new party. You see what is going on in Nigeria today. It's because of PDP and APC, especially APC. After 9 years in position, look at how Nigeria turned to today. Nigeria now, they are beggars. They can no longer go to their farm anymore. Look at the video you showed today. Half of rice, half bag of rice, 300 people to share. Imagine. A bag of rice, 300 people will share a bag of rice. And that country is like all of them, they are joking. They are not yet serious. The citizens need to do the right something, right thing there. That protest, they need to come out. They should not do it one day or one week. They should continue months so that if something is going on, UN will involve. UN will not intervene. They should continue. Not only one day, 2 days, they will do arrest. there is nothing will change. There's will continue like weeks or months. Depends how the government respond. Yeah, they should continue. They should not rest because the thing is getting worse every day. Thank you, Nigeria Watch.
All right. Thank you, sir. Abdul Malik. God bless you. Thanks for your time with us here almost every other day. I appreciate you. Let me come to Oga Chris. Oga Chris, you have the floor, sir. Your final submission.
Yeah, Domosa, thank you, sir, Mr. Ninja. I really do appreciate you from the depth of my heart. Thank you for giving us the time to talk and the time you gave me earlier. I just realized that even if you give somebody one hour, it's never enough to say everything you want to say. Yeah, once again, thank you so much. I really appreciate and I celebrate you. Oga CM, Abego, you like saying a devil's advocate, you want to play for Dangote. Yeah, because you want to play devil's advocate for Dangote. But when they come there, Sha, I think like that was talk something say now every day now the same thing we they discuss about. That is because nothing is improving. That is because the people governing us, they are fade. Then we try for one or two areas, but as long as we are still talking about the same thing every day from different sides, from different angles, it means that we are not really making progress. That is just the summary. That is why we really need to vote for change. No matter how we look at it, let's try a different approach to governance. You see, for me, Dr. Sim, I think Dangote is completely responsible. When you say you don't know why we go sabotage wetin belong to us, that is exactly why Tinubu is fighting this fight. You see that statement where you raise, so now make Tinubu they fight this fight. Maybe we even talk about the ones where we know. Because you talk about Gary and water, some day top, some day ground. Maybe we talk about the one way day top, where we know. Let's forget the iceberg, the one under the sea. Let's talk about the tip of the iceberg. It's on record. When this refinery thing starts, Nigeria get 20% stake. No be so, my money, your money. Like give us our mandate, they talk. Everybody money. Nigerians money, the people in the comment section, all of our money, Mr. Ninja Watch, all of our money, 20%. Then all of a sudden, Dangote wake up now, tell us in Nigeria percentage for that thing don't drop, come 4%. So that one alone is a reason why Tinubu must fight, because this thing is no longer about Nigeria again, it's about Dangote. That is what people must understand. Okay, on the day of the commissioning, the fraudulent commissioning, Emefiele mentioned out of the $9 billion, our money, all Nigerians' money, where they give Dangote. Emefiele mentioned on the day of that commissioning, say Dangote don't pay 7 billion, meaning say now only 2 billion remain. So you understand now, say, no be this project, no be Nigeria matter. So now make Tinubu the fight, the matter. And not because say maybe they fight for Nigeria, because if he be say he wants his own share from this elephant. But the most important thing be say, may we not look Dangote Refinery again as Nigeria projects. That is the most important thing. And to even make matter worse, why Dangote go sit down there when Buhari and co, then they use this refinery till they fleece Nigeria. Anytime they want to increase fuel, they go promise us, say Dangote Refinery, they will finish them in the next 3 months. Then fuel price will come down, then go increase fuel. Anytime they want to do it, they'll say they want to give Dangote money so that may fuel price come down. And Dangote no. Even the refinery where Buhari go commission, refinery was just in 40%, or 45% completion. Just to make sure say na Buhari commission that thing, make it no enter another administration. Dangote sit down there. Whereas Jonathan built that railway from Kaduna, where everybody they are people. So that Abuja railway to Kaduna, 97% completion. When Jonathan lost election, they say may go commission. I say no. Say the next president. They say about it's just remaining, just dressing. Jonathan said no. And when Buhari got to power, just 2 months later, Buhari go commission that, they write Buhari name there. You can see the difference. So Dangote was part of that system. What about you even talk am yours now, the 30 years oil where they don't care, especially we with the Niger data. Now go say now get oil for ground. Now groundnut oil now get for groundnut oil. Or diesel we don't wasted diesel.
No, they only get kudi or you don't come out.
Yeah, that's our professor of new word, neologism. The only crude now get for ground. Buhari, they don't, you see the invest where they invest. That's the way we take the plot for Niger data. They don't use and borrow money, sell and go reach 25 years. Now make Dangote, if you want buy crude oil, he go buy for US. Even with the cost of shipping and everything, because you know if you buy the one way they underground there, because they don't sell that one. That one, the international price until they sell them. So what we don't feel understand for this thing. For Zamfara, then they mind their gun. Matawale, their defense minister the defense minister now for Zamfara, Matawale, they get private jet they carry on a gold as they mine and they don't fly and come out. The Boko Haram terrorist, Bello Turaji, he just confessed Matawale 3 days ago, say this minister of defense, now him then they work for because they don't clash. Zamfara good now for Zamfara, but Niger they tell you, Buhari and the people, they don't sell and go richer. And Dangote is aware of this. The Port Harcourt Refinery of gas in $1 billion on the eve of 2019 election, where they take $1 billion, say they want to quick maintain that refinery. What happened? They chop them. They use and do election, bribe who they want bribe. 2 years later, they collect another, even when Buhari want come out, they still collect another 1 billion. And remember, immediately Tinubu come, not up to 3 or 4 months, you know, the EFCC raided Dangote's office and they saw the books. They saw the books and they saw that this NNPC, this petroleum thing, this refinery thing from the beginning was not just really about Nigeria. So it's a simple thing. Tinubu and the people, they are demanding for their own share. But Dangote say no, work don't close. Okay, since work don't close, make we use power of Nigeria. So this is just Mr. Rajawaj, God bless you. You see, we don't fear in this station without praying for you. Because with this station, we are able to talk to people. Like I said, on my own, I cannot gather 5 people to be talking to them at the same time. But because of the power of Nigeria, we are able to talk and people listen. Thank you so much, sir. God bless you.
Don't talk and finish. Don't talk and finish.
So Chris, you agree?
I am ready now.
Sorry. So Chris, you agree with me, say we never get to the bottom of this Dangote.
Now I think when we look the iceberg, that galley shark where you talk about, when we just
okay, might give una 30 minutes more to run this one. 30 minutes.
No, make I talk finish before you give 30 minutes. Make I Naija watch, hold on. Naija watch, hold on. You too like this your monopoly. Hold on.
Hold on. You are not square this gas I do yesterday. I go verse.
I'm not interested.
Chris.
Yes, sir.
Leave my man talk. No, leave my man talk.
I must collect my 4 minutes.
Okay.
I'm a human rights activist. I must collect my 4 minutes. 4 minutes. Can't pay. Not be second shot.
So that 22 by 10:40, 9:40.
I go collect my 4 minutes. I can't participate for this 30 minutes too. Look, Naija will not play me while you at the same place with the
Hold on. Mr. Chris, hold on. Let him. He should not go. In fact, I want him to moderate this session, this 30 minutes. Let Black Panther moderate.
No, I know if he moderate. I don't
moderate 30 minutes. Let's moderate 30 minutes. I vote. If you want Black Panther to moderate, vote yay. The yay saying yay.
Okay. No, I know if he moderate. I don't waste my time. I know if he moderate.
Yes, Black Panther moderate this 30 minutes. Thank you.
I no go feel moderate. I know they hear English again. Then I about this.
Why don't we moderate? Why?
Because I did for tight place now.
See this.
I go moderate. I go moderate tomorrow.
Black Panther, talk your 4 minutes first.
Okay.
When we use our word.
Thank.
Your 4 minutes starts now, please.
Okay. I want to thank Oga wey dey give us parable here. When I say don't tire, you no tire. You no tire. Nobody tire for Nigeria matter. The thing where they there be, we not get the real agree to form a formidable force. You see they go right, you see they go W, they play W wide game. Now you see this Dangote issue, we just the perambulate. I don't talk yesterday. I say Dangote as a man was enjoying the monopoly issues and enjoying all this what they call it, this quota system issue. And Mr. CM talk and say, if you give me monopoly, make I dey sell cup of water for Nigeria. I say now 1 naira. To God who made me, just give me 6 months. I go become very heavy millionaire for West Africa. Let's start from West Africa before we enter Africa. Now, let us ask ourselves. Dangote has been collecting tax-free days in Nigeria. Now, ask yourself, what has been his selfless contribution towards the welfare of the, let me start from the northern people. Then let us now go to the entire Nigeria. What has been his contribution to the education of Nigerian youth? What has been his contribution to the welfare? Because when they give you tax relief, you must be able to contribute to the welfare of the people, to reduce government, to even make government relax more on that aspect. So government could now work as they do for Western world. When they give you tax relief, you must be able to use that your tax relief, at least feedback, give people scholarship, all those things. What has Dangote done? In this, whether they fight whether they fight for not, they fight for is, what has been Dangote contribution to say, let's have peace, to mediate as a billionaire? He has money. What has been his contribution? He has been silent. Are we not all Nigerians? So, when they build refinery, will they contribute? Ask Dangote, where did he get all the dollar and pounds that he used to do that thing? See, all of us for Nigeria, we suffer. We suffer tire for that refinery to come to place. Because all the dollar, they were going into central bank as if they were going to money market. Collect money. They give Dangote dollar price different. They give you and I dollar price different. We in the diaspora will come, they pay to substitute, to do what they call subsidy, like they subsidize Dangote. So that is what we have been doing. But on the other hand, they don't fight their war now. Let all of us keep quiet. We know, say the refinery, they work. Some people say it will benefit us. They talk economy. There's no economy in it. Our oil, they don't sell them for 40 years. We don't get anything there. Then Dangote will go buy for international market. What he go take sell for us? He no go make profit. He go make profit. The only way, if they say they won't stop their war, let Dangote supply Nigeria. Then let Nigerian government they subsidize to Dangote company. Let us make it one line subsidy to Dangote alone. All other network cut them off. Then we know the thief. Who know the thief? So now, okay, let me. Okay. I want to tell everybody now. Now the INEC don't say Labour Party chairman now. He come into power unlawfully. They say they don't recognize them. Now all the aggrieved people, YPP, everybody that is aggrieved, like all of us, Naija Wash, all of us now, let us come together because that party now our baby. Now our baby. We could turn left, we could turn right. Now our pressure make things happen. So
10 seconds, yes. You don't reach. You go expand.
Okay, let me land. Let me just finish up. So everybody, they call on everybody to come back home. Let's drive Olumide to State House because we need a change. No more PDP, no more APC. All the way, Olumide Apata, LP. Thank you.
Yeah, you do well. You raised very important points, Sha. Very important ones. Give us our mandate. You will talk to us for 4 minutes.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Chris.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you for all that you do. Appreciate you. On the issue of Dangote, Mr. Odua, thank you, because I think you would have paid attention to that comment section. It's just that sometimes I pity Nigerians. Hey, you are sympathizing for Dangote. You are telling me Dangote employed 80,000 people. You are telling me Dangote build refinery. Hey, I don't know what to say to you. But Mr. Odua has been able to enlighten you. Pitting Dangote, the fighter and the fightee, if there's any word like that, the fighter, tinubu, and the fightee, Dangote, they are the same. Same price, comparison. Tinubu could not buy a Jeep before he became president. When he became president, a Jeep was bought instantly. You think Tinubu loved Nigeria that much? That is starting Dangote. Hey, you better think twice. Tinubu does not love Nigeria and Nigerians. He's only fighting for himself. He owns that. He owns Ohando now. He owns a Jeep. The last time I checked, Ohando is not selling water. They are not selling salt. They sell oil. They sell oil. They sell kerosene. They have gas station everywhere. A Jeep. The last time I checked, they've not changed what they are selling. They deal in oil and gas. So you think Tinubu will allow Dangote? The fighter and the fightee, they are the same. They are not different. The only difference among them is that Dangote did us boju. So you want me to be clapping for Dangote when they give my own when they give my own patrimony to Dangote? He's buying house in Georgia and all over the places. So I should be clapping for him. Oga Dangote, you mentioned Ibeto. You guys forget flour mills of Nigeria. Flour mills was selling. They also sell cement now. At least my dad worked for flour mill for several years. Dangote came. Go and check flour mills of Nigeria and see if they are doing well. All because one man from the north must own the refinery. So for me, there is nothing for me. There's nothing about Dangote that should move anybody. That should move any Nigerian. They are all evil people. They are all static agents. Okay, now there is hunger in the land. Dangote sells spaghetti. He sells food. Has he reduced the cost of food, the price of food in Nigeria? No. Price of food is still high. So if this guy, if he means well for Nigeria, he should have been able to give palliative to people free of charge. They do it here.
Round up, sir.
So what has he done for the people? So Edoites, I now come to you. I beg you now, don't forget, Papa, Mama, Pikin, Olumide Osaigbo Akpata is your clear choice for this election. Let's go all in, galvanize people, talk to people in the village, in the suburb, in the city, and all over the places. Let's take Olumide to the end. The end is Ozadebe Avenue. That is our final bus stop. This dance that we are dancing, this joy, this shout, will take Olumide to the end, and that end is Ozadebe Avenue. Not Aswe Godalo, not Iodalo, not Opeolo, not Okubwa, but Olumide Akpata. Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah, thank you so much. Give us our mandate. Oga Malik, I'll come to you shortly, but let me quickly make this point. You see, people, Nigerians, the lesson you people ought to learn from Dangote is this. It's very simple. If you are pushed to the wall, you have to fight back. You see Dangote now, they don't do am small things since people they talk for them. But this one now, they don't hold them for the most secret part of his anatomy, like Dr. CM they talk. So now he can come out by himself, talk. Nigerians, the suffer don't hold us in the dearest place of our heart. So that is why you must come out for that. Don't wait for person where they diaspora. All those talk. I don't know which kind of talk be that. You see Dangote now, he by himself come out. So this one's supposed to give you example. See, a billionaire, when this thing, the fire don't burn am for Nyash, he come out by himself, talk. So now the lesson we expect, say Nigerians go learn from this. Nobody go fight your fight for you unless you fight. And if Dangote if he fight for himself, then you stay inside as the fraccara. They wait for somebody for US make come fight for you.
Instead they protest now. So Nigeria
It's exactly what I'm saying. That's the lesson Nigerians should have learned from this. And not to pity any person. Just learn that no matter how rich, no matter how comfortable you are, if you are faced with a challenge, you have to fight it out yourself. Don't wait for any God, don't wait for any diaspora. Don't wait for any person. So Abdul Malik, can you talk to us, please? It's your turn.
Yeah, good
you have
evening.
4 minutes, sir.
Good evening, Chris, once again.
Good evening, my brother. Good evening, sir. 4 minutes.
Yeah, good evening. You see, there is something somebody said now, which is CM, and it's very good. You see, which is good in North. You don't come to Nigeria pause. Okay, and the oil in Niger Delta, you come to Nigeria pause. The people that represented the South, that represent Niger Delta, for House of Representative, what are they doing about it? You see, they are there, they're quiet. They don't react, they don't talk.
Abdul Malik, I beg 10 seconds. I beg my people, may we clap hand for somebody who just support this channel. Despite the time of the day, Malik Lukman, God go bless you. Your pocket no go run dry. Where that money come out from, many more go they come from there. God will continue to bless you. Thank you so much. And I will encourage everybody to follow his footsteps. Now, no, say this 30 minutes, so now bonanza, at least make we do and let it be the words, let it be a worth our while. So use the like button, use the share button. Let's engage in this last 30 minutes. Now, bonanza. So let's all of us contribute to this station in any way we can. Use the dollar sign, use the share button, use the like button. Abdul Malik, continue. Thank you.
Okay. You see, even then, Kensarowiwa is from Ogoni, Port Harcourt, River State. That is what he was fighting for his people. Because Ogoni, they are the one that have that oil, mostly in Port Harcourt. But if Ogoni is a tattered place in Port Harcourt, there is no development there. That was what Kensarowiwa was fighting. Abacha is the one that buy him. And most of the prominent men and the chiefs in Niger Delta, they sign, they compromise, they sign that they kill the guy. You see, because if thief want to come to your house without information, without somebody around that house or in the house or around there, don't give them proper information, they cannot just come. Neither Delta, they are the problem. Most of them, because they are betrayer, they are betrayer, they betray their brothers. If they bribe them, they will betray their brother. Because I live in Port Harcourt for like how many years before I leave Nigeria. You understand? The problem is this: the people that are represented there in the House of Representatives, they see now that their oil, okay, Nigeria government take over their oil, but the gold in the Zamfara, is private, the private sector, just like somebody privately is dealing with the gold. Why can't they deliberate that in the House of Representatives in Abuja there? Why that can't raise the emotion? You understand? I don't really know Nigeria. Many people, they have very big problem there. because the country, the people that are supposed to cover us well, the one that are in the position, they are not supposed, they don't supposed to be there. It's the one that they're supposed to be there, they are not there, which is very bad. That is the problem we have. We have never get it right.
My brother, round up, sir.
According to what somebody said, when we have the electoral, when we get the electoral right, we get everything right. I believe that this coming election that is coming now, let them make sure electoral aspect of it, they get it right. They do it from a polling unit. When you vote from polling unit, they transfer it to the IRF direct.
Thank you, sir.
There is no way to be ringing election. Thank you very much.
Yeah, you do well, my brother. Of course, if we get electoral system right, I think we will get most things right. Even if we fail, the person where you elect not do well, you know, say 4 years, you can change the person. Not with this one, where person will ask you whether you want Edo State back, we'll give you Edo State back. Well, Mr. Oduwa, you did that, so.
Yes, thank you, Baba.
May you talk to us. Thank you.
As I used to say, you see, when people to learn another man language, get paper for it, cause certificate, they say we are on top of the world. So they lost the real sense that make them human. If Nigeria is a country and they have constitution, we are one Nigeria, please, what is the thing that the North is contributing to the economy that make Nigeria okay? If the SAT have the seaports, the SAT have the timber, the SAT has the oil, I believe those things are where that generate the revenue. Then what is this not bringing for us? Now they discover gold in Zamfara, and gold is what British used to claim their superiority over the world. It is gold. Then Nigeria now discover gold. Then the gold now belongs to a state, whereby the Niger Delta are sleeping. They have sold their oil, and they only just have the crude. So that is why they cannot make fish anymore, because they wash the crude inside, take the oil away. Their land cannot produce good things because they have washed the crude there and take the oil away. But who are the people taking this oil? These are the people from the north. If it is tomatoes that the north produce, it's supposed to be the resources that come from the north to support Nigeria. They have many things which people can live on. They have cow, they have stones. Whatever they have in the north that they used to survive will have been what Nigeria has to bring from the north. But what we are seeing that it is only the SAT that are feeding both the SAT and the north. And the SAT are so damn adamant, or they are dormant to the extent that they feel they are on top of the world. I see the SAT as a failure. First, let us check all those who did the overthrowment. Check all those who bidenize the state, who make it a state that we are today, who give him different names. Check them. We are all from the north. Check those who are controlling the resources, and whoever are still controlling the resources, they are all from the north. But as the certain man, he will tell you he's the wisest person. He will tell you they are educated, they are this, sir.
Mr. Oduwa, sir, please round up, sir.
Okay. They tell you they are this, they are that, but they use cloth to tie their eye, fold their hand at the back, while another man is collecting their food. So for me, the certain people, wake up and take your destiny in your hand. However you will take it, it doesn't matter. What matters is take your destiny in your hand. Separate these things. They did not feed themselves. They start feed themselves with your resources. God bless you with that thing. That is why it's there. So my brothers and sisters, it is your foolishness that enable you crying when a northern man is controlling your resources. Thank you. Be wise, certain people. Be wise and take your resources by yourself.
Thank you, Mr. Thank you, Mr. Oduwa. So this section, the way we go do now be this, because we don't almost come to the end. And because say Black Panther, you know your first talk before, so we give you your first 4 minutes. So what will happen, Dr. CM, you talk to us for 4 minutes, Then Black Panther, you take your 4 minutes from the 30 minutes. Then we come back to CM again to conclude. Dr. CM, the reason I say this so that you have 2 sections. After this, Black Panther, then we come back to you so that you round up. So anything you want to say, you know how to divide them. So give us your first 4 minutes now. Thank you, sir. Dr. CM. You open your mic. Open your mic.
I forgot. Thank you. Sorry. I said, let me follow up. There's a break. I think it's a breaking news or sort of. You must have heard about it. He said Dangote is about to spill the beans. That some people in NNPC went and built a refinery in Malta, took Nigerian oil there, refine it, not up to the standard, something like that, and they are bringing it in. So that's what Dangote is saying. He said those people should be able to know themselves, and I think the NNPC MD is asking him to name those people. So somehow, like we are saying, there is still more to come out of this story. Dangote must spill the bean. It is not that they know they are shortchanging Nigeria. When the idea that Dangote should build a refinery came up, or maybe he's building, people use it as a measure of the man's wealth, but it wasn't. It's just that they favored him because he's from the north. In a country in which the poverty belt is in the north, you can't compare them to the south in terms of resources and everything. Yet you are getting the richest man from the north. It says a lot about, because it's government influence. So, but having said that, I think a time will come when we will get to know this refinery in the I saw it in Sahara Reporters. Somebody sent it to me just when we were talking. So there's a chance that NNPC, because they've sold everything, like we said now, oil in Niger Delta, maybe in the next 25 years, it doesn't really belong to them. So they use it to borrow money. And then the one they built, the refinery built in Malta. I wish, this is how you know journalism. If somebody should investigate it, know the name, know the people that built it. Because Dangote is pointing that they are the staff of NNPC that did it. Then they will now be bringing it in on behalf of Nigeria and be collecting money, doing round tripping with our money. And in the end, you won't see it. So a lot is still really having to go on. But who knows, this protest coming up may throw up all this type of thing, because in the heat of the argument, a lot of things could be revealed. I know that this protest coming, no matter the way it is, I don't want it to be bloody or violent, because in the end, it doesn't pay. But let it just be decisive, and then let people understand why they're really protesting, and then make firm demand from the government. Either they resign, or they will start, doing things that will show that within 24 hours, a lot of sacrifices will be made. Presidential jets sold, the yacht sold, everything. In fact, just to make sure. But I wonder how they're going to cope with it. So to that extent, there are a lot of things is still going to happen on this Dangote refinery. We know that there are a lot of shady deals, even those that are even having share. So because some people may say 25 belong to Nigeria, that of Nigeria, 20% belongs to Nigeria, 20% equity. But what of the other one? Who are those people with? It might be all these retired generals or military thieves we are suspecting. They may gather money and give Dangote as if it's Dangote. Dangote might be a front for the way it seems. Dangote might be a front for some set of thieves that is holding their money. Then that could be what made Nigeria to say, okay, let us even invest in it. And in the end, it's not working. It's unending. They can't finish it. The little they've done, they are exaggerating it. And then the way it is now, for Dangote to say that he's willing to sell it off, it means that the pressure is getting to him. And who knows what will happen. This protest will reveal something about this refinery will come out. But, well, let's just see. Nigeria is in a precarious situation now. Anything
Thank
can
you,
happen.
sir.
Yeah.
Thank you. We come back to you. Give us a Black Panther. You talk to us. After you give us our mandate, are you still there? Okay. Black Panther, just talk to us so that we can come back to Dr. CM Arando. Black Panther.
Okay. Thank you, moderator.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Augustine. You talk and well.
I beg Black Panther, before you continue, Augustine, please. I will really be interested if you can continue from where you actually stopped now. If you can expatiate more, like spilling the beans, and there's more to be revealed. Yeah. And there was something you also touched on. Is Dangote actually a front for the big guys?
Yeah, yeah. It's likely. It's likely.
So those were the last of your sentences. Is he a front for them? Black Panther, hammer this matter.
Okay.
I know they pay
You see, this matter, when I define answer, I get the answer. I go explain that. You see, if Oga CM is from Hausa land, I am from Hausa land, then Oga CM na millionaire, if you run business, then I can't use quotas to the give am. They give am, they run, they give me my profit. Whenever he talk, we say, look at Dango. I'll say, look at Dango, look at Oga CM. He's making money. Can't you see him? He's contributing to Nigeria economy. And I can't collect I can't grow for governor, I can't win governor. I can't get you know how they steal the money. I can't get $100 million. If I want carry money to make the money a clean money, who will not say I go give the money to make am clean? Your guess is as mine. Now that Dangote, now I will give because now Dangote I feel trust because he trust me to give am business for government, and I trust am to take the money, do business, give me my money back with interest. So all the talk about who did the front, now Dangote be the front man for all the looters from the north. There is one thing that link all of them, including the people in the south too. They join hands because he's a legit businessman with the influence of quota system. Because anybody I talk and say that if they give my small brother money to take run business, like the way they give Dangote, he will become millionaire within taking off an eye. Because in any way you make mistake, any way Dangote make mistake, they will still give am money with interest, lower interest, to take run, to take wake up for a business to wake up. You know, don't see when business don't close before. No. I want to ask you a question, Oga Chris. Do you know anything about Edo State Fertilizer Company?
Yeah, we don't hear that one long ago.
Okay, you don't hear that one? Okay, let me tell you now. You see, that company is owned by Saipen and Dangote. Saipen, I've done the research on it. Saipen and Dangote is the largest fertilizing company in the entire Nigeria. One, who gave them the land? If you see the land mass what that guy collect, it's secret though, but it's now in the media in the open. If you see the land mass of Edo State, that guy collect, and they now tag them Edo State Fertilizing Company. They use that name as franchise, but Edo State no get any money inside. Who collect the money for the land? Who collect the MOU money and other things? That's the question you people should ask the Edo State government. I told the people, when they open the books, the people will like this Obaseki will go after her. I see they talk. People say that there are so many things I am researching, so many companies that they give land to that we don't know.
Random,
yes, sir.
Please.
Okay. I want to say now, finally, I want all of us to go look at drug dealer, their character and their way of life. Pablo Escobar, and the current one that is in the captive of the American government. When you know their character and the way of life and where they carry us go and where they go land, you go know who be your president. Thank you, moderator. God bless you.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you so much. You see that fertilizer, this thing where you just raised just now. That one another big topic again. You get this on airport for Port Harcourt. There's an ammonia plant there owned by Article on airport. On a seaport for Port Harcourt. You know now ammonia they use for this fertilizer.
Yeah,
you see,
ammonia,
In short, may I just leave that topic? But that question where they ask, there's a connection at that on airport, that ammonia plant there. There's a connection between that and that fertilizer plant in Edo State. So some of us and the verse where we the verse, we know why. Like we say, if time reach, we go open the books. So Mr. Dua, you talk something. That one will be tomorrow because time not there again. They say why the North go come they take over everything for the South. Not they produce anything. So that's true. That is exactly why they join us together in the first place. But time don't go tomorrow. We go expatiate and a very good point now you raised there. And so may we not still disgrace ourselves today, or may we not pass the time we then give us. Oga CM,
Okay, let me
round up in
yeah, let
4
me quickly.
minutes, please.
Okay, whether I go even reach safe. So you see this Dangote something. So Niger. Okay, no problem, no problem. Let's leave it till tomorrow.
I don't want to
No,
beg.
that's round your own submission
okay,
up.
okay,
I need to
okay,
pick
yeah.
one call, just one call, then we round up. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. So anyway, well, there's nothing really to. What I'm trying to say is that what I want to say is that you see sometimes there is what they call there's a tide in the affairs of men, which I don't know how brutal. I can't remember the position, but this protest coming and this Dangote revelation, there's a reason why they are happening. So many things will be revealed. I know Dangote is not a straightforward businessman. That is the thing. If not that Tinubu came on board, was wasting money and giving his background, he's not on behalf of Nigeria because he has bought yacht, presidential jet, and all these things he's doing. So one cannot, even if he's dealing with Dangote, just like trying to expose. Everybody wants to expose each other. The Fulani is after him, and Dangote is one of them. Tinubu might know that these are the people that are attacking him. So when I want to dig into Dangote, this thing. So I'm only hoping that with each day we get some revelation. There's a refinery built in Malta where Nigeria gets their crude oil. Who are the owners? That is the next sentence. So hopefully by tomorrow, I will try to get across to somebody who sent it to me. Thank you.
Wow, thank you very much. That was super. So, sir, Mr. Ninja once again, we want to appreciate you and salute you for this sacrifice. Thank you for this extra 30 minutes, 2 days in a row. We appreciate you, sir. So the floor is back to you. Thank you, sir.
All right, Oga Chris, thank you very much. I appreciate you. Thank you, everybody. I guess that was enough time for everybody to say what they wanted to say. At an origin, I'll be calling in. I'm just going to take a call. The reason why is because she was calling in before 10. So I need to take a call quickly. At an origin, pick your call, pick your phone so that you can quickly talk to us. Just 1 minute. Okay, Madam Origin, please talk to us. Thank you, ma'am. 1 minute.
I am learning from you, Mr. Niger Watch. I'm learning how to be resilient. I'm learning how to be dogged and not giving up.
Thank you.
So don't be angry if I'm calling and refusing to give up. I was telling myself every Nigerian should refuse to give up, and that's why I keep calling. Thank you for picking my call. Thank you so much. I can never take you for granted. If you hear me persistent call, know that it is for a reason. I just want to commend Mr. Odua. Thank you for that word. Please don't give up. You said the right thing. Nigeria is a scam. And Mr. Black Panther keep asking, do we have a country? No, there is no country. If there is a country, what is that? Your Opala cement factory in Bende will have still been in existence, and people will be benefiting from it, and there will be gainful employment. There is one in cement in Calago. It was like at a point they were doing it to make sure every state, every region have their own. The same thing with refineries. But the one Nigeria we have, Dangote represents one Nigeria. That means it is a scam. We are dealing with scams. And the better we realize that Nigeria is a scam, with emphasis on the likes of what Dangote is doing to the country and that thing. And let me say quickly, please, Mr. Nigeria, the major reason I'm calling is I want to leave a voicemail. This is a voicemail to Mr. Jonathan. Please, sir, wherever you are, show up. Because with all this Dangote saga, we want to put a monetary, because you're money expert. Please, this place is complex. Our problem is complex. So whatever is going on, do not let your own voice be missing. There are so many ways to do this fight. You are a very important voice in this forum. So wherever you are, I'm asking you, I want to hear your voice. God bless you all. God bless you all, the wonderful panelists, for all you do. You people will not lose your reward. God bless you.
Thank you, man. God bless you too. Thank you very much. All right, guys. We've come to the end of the broadcast. I appreciate every one of you. We've done excellently well today. God bless you now. You guys are doing well. It's a collective effort on this platform. Everybody already know that. I want to appreciate every one of you. Thank you very much. Give us a mandate, Black Panther, Abdul Malik, Oga Chris, Oga CM, my brother, Mr. Doa. Appreciate every one of you. Thank you so much for your time with us today. Those of you that called in, thank you very much, Madam Origin, Oga Fred, Mr. Shimize, and many others that called in today. Now God bless you now. I appreciate every one of you. Those of you that supported the channel as well. I'd like to quickly re-echo your name again. Some of you that supported that I could not had the opportunity to mention your name. I'll mention it right now. Starting with Rosie Ayosh, thank you very much. Kingsley Ogera here, thank you. Martin Benjamin, Peggy Modi, God bless you all. Malik Lukman, thank you very much for becoming a member, joining our membership on Nigeria Watch. I really do appreciate this, and thanks for the super chat, earlier on as well. Malik Lukman. And God bless you. I appreciate every one of you. People write down the comment section, starting from my mother of all Mommy Diaspora. Thank you very much, Mommy. I appreciate you for all you do. Thank you very much, Mr. Abo Azi. God bless you, sir. Thanks for your consistency. I'm very, very grateful. Thank you, Oga Chris, once more. Rosie Ayosh, thank you. Thank you very much, Michael Oganamaro. Thank you, sir. Thanks for all you do. Thanks for joining us every day. Every one of you right there, Madam Amebride. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate you. Thank you, Peggy Modi, Mr. Joseph Oji. Thank you very much, sir. I appreciate you. Thank you, my people, Stella Maseredo, and many others. I would like to quickly also use opportunity to thank Dr. Aruna Guru for that wonderful message that you sent earlier on from the beginning of this broadcast. I want to thank you, sir, for your consistency, for all you are doing to see Nigeria works in our time. You are an elderly man, but you are always there putting your voice out for us all. I want to say we are grateful. I wish we have more elders like you in Nigeria. It would have been much better. Thank you very much, everyone that is putting their effort directly or indirectly to see how Nigeria can work, even though from this platform or any other platform, anyhow you're doing it, as long as you know from your heart that you are genuinely, supporting Nigeria to work in our time. I want to say God bless you all. Let's continue to do what we're doing. It's not easy, but one thing that I can assure you all is that these guys are listening to us. Sometimes, not that they don't debate, or contemplate within themselves to do things right, but the majority that oppose it is more. That is why we are where we are. And Nigerians are too docile. We don't do anything. So it's a big problem that we all have. But nevertheless, we'll continue to put in our voice, our effort out there. Thank you so much, my people. Now God bless you. I don't finish now. Give us a minute. Go ahead. What do you want to say?
Well, I just want to beg you for something. Since Edo decide, election is just in September. We are already in August. August is just around the corner. Is there a way we can actually extend this broadcast for a little more hours so that we are able to deliberate on more issues and things like that?
Depend on the engagement. If the engagement is not there, we cannot just be talking like that. If the engagement is there, I don't mind. If the engagement is not there, you can't just be talking and be talking and be talking. You that is talking, extending the broadcast, you that they'll be calling, then they know they see you. Now go the extend broadcast. I bet go and hide yourself in one corner, my friend.
Okay, but I did here from the beginning to the end, right? As the first. Okay, now
yes, you are here. Not down the talk. So now you fed they come. If they call you, either they say, "Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?" Now they talk so.
Okay, another question. We had a situation where we talk about bringing these people, the candidates in for debate. How far have we gone on that?
Yes, it's only two that have agreed. The rest, the major ones are putting their excuses for now on campaign engagement. Even today, like 2 hours before I came into broadcast, one of the top candidates, let me just say, Aso Godaro. So we communicated. So he went to a town hall meeting and whatever, and they have to carry me along on the phone to let me know that you see how busy and all that. So we are working to see what we can do. I they try my best, my people. I they do my part. It's just that it's not easy. These guys are busy. To bring them here is not very easy. And apart from that, I do my part off air as well to see how we can do all this. So we are still trying our best, and it's getting tougher. And truly, it was really, really, really busy today. So let's see how it goes. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Anybody want to ask a question quickly, because I'm pressing the button now. Okay, I guess we're done. Okay, thank you very much, everybody.
No, I'm going to ask you a question.
Quickly.
Why are you not contributing to Dangote issues on ground? Because I want to hear your voice.
I mean, understand. I present something for you. They say make I contribute.
I bet leave Black Panther. I bet.
We don't forgive you. Come down from the fence. We don't forgive you.
This not even contribute on Edo matter. Now Dangote now want to contribute. Edo say that he won. This man,
I know they make trouble now. I know every swear word now.
Edo say that he won. You not for Edo. You can't see this man, eh?
No, we don't suspend them for Edo, but this one in Nigeria will make him talk.
Better matter for you,
Black Panther.
No, Black Panthers me they get fresh air, so like I'm still recovering from the campaign. What I do for
no, I want your ghost gas for the issue. You just they hide yourself for Nigeria matter every time.
This Dangote matter. Not be everybody go to talk. You never know people where Dangote they front for because
exactly.
Yes. You don't bring the secret out.
So many billionaires for Nigeria go they shaky. You never
even 0.001% for Dangote. You are made for life.
You are made for life, oh. You are made for life.
That business. I mean,
maybe we let Nigerians go. He has really tried 2 days in a row. Extra time. Nigerians, don't sir. Question.
Thank you.
All right, my people, I appreciate every one of you. This year, to be honest, now PS5 I they play for years. I they talk to them.
PlayStation.
I love it. Go keep myself for Nigeria, but sometimes.
Yeah, no, that you they make all the noise. Say ping ping since all they talk.
No, not be me, again. I need myself.
If Dangote collapse, so many things go follow and collapse. Just watch.
Make anything we want collapse.
All the things, Dr. CM. Now many people.
All right. Anyway, I'm gonna bless all our people. We've come to the end of the broadcast. Let's continue from where we stopped. Madam Iris Finance, you just coming in. Thank you very much for joining us. Good evening to you, man. So fortunately, they're closed now. So you're late come today, but you can still catch up later on. Guys, I'll see you guys tomorrow, 6 p.m. by God's grace, fingers crossed, so that we can continue from where we stop. Now we draw the curtain. Have a good night, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye, and bye for now.
Osaga